Today's game is an exclusive broadcast presentation of the Premier Sports Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of the copyrighted material contained here is strictly prohibited by federal law. All rights reserved. This is the Premier Entertainment Group, bringing you the best coverage of high school and junior college athletics. Welcome to the new generation of sports broadcasting. The PSNSports.com pregame show is on the air.
Today's PSN Live coverage of 2015-16 Region 14 men's basketball featuring the Bossier Parish Community College Cavaliers and the Lamar State Port Arthur Seahawks live from the Carl Parker Center in Port Arthur, Texas is being brought to you by Port Arthur News, connecting communities. Sports Radio 1450 and 1510 AM, exclusive radio home of the Seahawks. Subway, eat fresh. Domino's Pizza with locations in Port Arthur, Needle and Rose, Bridge City and Orange. Quality from the source all the way to your table. Port Arthur YMCA, learn, grow, and thrive at the Y. Acadian Ambulance Service there when you need us most. Hampton Inn, we love having you here. Farnham Park Apartments, start living the dream. Come home to Farnham Park. Mardi Gras Southeast Texas coming in February 2016. Mardi Gras Southeast Texas, a family affair. Shipley's Donuts, creating new deliciousness. Education First Federal Credit Union. Bank Smart, open an account today for all your financial needs. Castle Olay, plenty to come back for. Overtime with 4 great flavors, orange, fruit punch, lemon, lime, and grape to get you back in the game. MCM Elegante, by Pop Family Popcorn. Pine Tree Lodge, we offer more than just great food. Chelsea Apartments, the perfect place to call home. Star Graphics, Gilgio Distributing. With great beer comes great responsibility. Buffalo Wild Wings, the official hangout for NCAA sports. Veolia, Judicious French Market. Wingstop, every order is made fresh upon ordering. Golden Triangle Emergency Center, come experience the new generation of emergency care. Genghis Grill, the build your own stir fry. Also by Town Place Suites. Mid-County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Browse our inventory on Port Arthur. Mid-County Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, serving Needle and Beaumont and Orange, Texas. Sempra International, proudly supporting Seattle Athletics. Port Arthur Police Association, Lamar State backs the blue. Christus St. Southeast Texas, see how healthcare is being reformed across Southeast Texas. Raising Cane's, the best chicken fingers ever. Lamar State College of Port Arthur, a great place to start. Don Peak Motor Company, 2 locations for all your pre-owned vehicle needs. Atascocita Neighborhood Market, Live Better, Walmart. Edward Jones Investments, Robert Sitton, making sense out of investing. University of St. Thomas in Houston, educating leaders of faith and character, and by PSN Sports. Broadcast home with PSN, and the leader in high school, junior college, and college athletics. PSNSports.com, proudly celebrating 10 years as the new generation of sports broadcasters. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to the Carl Parker Center as we get set to head back into Region 14 play. A quick turnaround for the Lamar State Seahawks, coming off a couple of game victories in their home New Year's Classic, coming up with the 30-point win over North American University on Thursday to close out the Holiday Classic, 99-69. Larry Cooper along with Kyle Nickel as we get set for tip-off, and now the games get real. The run now to Angelina College begins as of today.
Well, you really start the grind now, that Wednesday, Saturday grind, and Lamar State has a little bit of advantage. You talked about having played the 2 games earlier in the week, so they're now back into kind of that regular grind, whereas Bossier Parish has had about 3 weeks off, and they're just getting back into the grind and having to come on the road here to face Lamar State.
And as we look at this ball game right here, Bossier Parish, we saw them about 3 weeks ago over at Lee College as part of their Lee College High School Classic, and Bossier Parish really took it on the chin, a 59-point loss on the road to Lee College, and it was a game that they really didn't shoot the ball well in, and Lee probably played one of their best ball games of the year. So this is going to be a big turnaround game for them, and hopefully the calendar turning over, looking for their first victory as they come into the ball game 0-4, and they're still missing their head coach, and we wish all our best and the prayers to Coach Joe St. Andre in his 6th season. He's battling stroke conditions right now, back at work, but probably not going to be on the sideline for the remainder of the year.
Yeah, like I said, we send all our best wishes out to him and his family as he makes his recovery. Hopefully be back on the sidelines next year for the Bossier Parish Cavaliers. And you look at this Bossier Parish team, and it's kind of hard to see where a win right now comes in. I thought their best chance was a home game against Coastal Bend, but they dropped that one 63-55. Right now they sit at 0-5 in conference play. When you look at the North Division, of course, you have Navarro leading the way at 5-0, just a half game up on Trinity Valley, who's also unbeaten in conference play at 4-0. Then followed by Panola, who might be the most improved team in the league at this point, 3-1 in conference play, 12-3 on the season. Then Kilgore, Tyler, Paris, and then Bossier Parish. And then in the South Division, you have Lee College atop the standings at 3-1 with a half game lead over Jacksonville at 3-2. And then you have a 3-way tie with Angelina, Sanjak, and Blinn all at 2-2. Lamar State half game back to that at 2-3.
And you look at the respectability of Lamar State. We talk about the tough loss they had. They lost by 2 points on the road at Navarro. They lost by 1 point on the road at Kilgore. 2 very tough losses. They lost down the stretch at Parish. So 3 tough places to play in this conference, and it's going to be another hostile environment coming up on Wednesday. So I think it magnifies the home game here against Bossier Parish when you're heading to Trinity Valley at Cardinal Gymnasium coming up on Wednesday playing the number 2 team in the country.
If you're Lance Madison and the Seahawks, this is a TCB game. You got to take care of business. This is a Bossier Parish team that struggled, but I think they're going to have some fresh legs come out here, and I'd be surprised to see them play a good effort here. But if Lamar State can run their offense efficiently, create some turnovers, and get a lead here early, we'll see if Lamar State or Bossier Parish from an attitudinal standpoint be able to stay really focused on the ball game here. And you talked about so far Lamar State 2-3, but 3 tough road losses, all very close games, all went down really to the last couple of minutes in each of those ball games. Lamar State, though, undefeated here in conference play on the home floor. You look at the numbers from a scoring standpoint, Lamar State averaging 81 points a game on the year. In conference play, that's down to 75 points a game. Not surprising that you see those numbers go down a little bit in conference play. Then defensively, the Seahawks are allowing 70 points a game on the season in conference games, just under 73 points a game on the defensive end. That tells you 75-73 how close the games have been in conference play so far for the Seahawks. Then on the other side, for Bossier Parish, they have really struggled to be on the defensive end of the floor. Got to find the right sheet here. There we go.
And I think when we look at Lamar State coming in this ball game and really turning the calendar over, I think the most improved player we've seen so far this season, Freddie Williams Jr. out of Memphis, Tennessee, has really had a great season. He's played very well. They've been able to win. And you're going to have the Mommy Diawars. You're going to have the Jordan Harrises contribute. And obviously, Colton Weisbrod is one of those special talents you have in the post. They can create a lot of mismatch problems as he goes through the ball games. But I think that Freddie Williams Jr. play sometimes dictates how the success and failure ratio is of this team.
I think if you ask Lance Madison about Freddie Williams, he called Freddie Williams Jr. a glue guy. Does a lot of little things, whether it's make a hustle play defensively, set a pick, go to the basket, make a big shot. Do a lot of little things that he does to help his team win. I guess he's kind of the temperature of the Seahawks. When he's, like you said, when he's playing well, Lamar State's in a pretty good position. We'll go back quickly to Bossier Parish, look at their numbers. Offensively, they're averaging 76 points a game on the year. Defensively, they're giving up 88 points a game. And then in conference play, the contrast is really striking. They're only averaging 69 points a game, and they're giving up 98, and that's only come down because they only gave up 63 in the game. The previous 4 games, they've given up plus 100.
Yeah.
And of course, with that league game, of course, that 114-55 wipeout about 3 weeks ago.
And I think when you look at the numbers, this is a team that has to pride itself on defense. They're not going to outscore opponents in this conference. That's just not the way they're designed and not the type of team that they've been put together this year. And it's been a team that the last couple of years has been on the cusp of making the tournament. Last year, knocking off Lee College for their only conference victory, but they fell a couple of games behind Coastal Men and Panola getting into the tournament. But I think when you look at Panola not getting in the tournament, but they got in behind Parish. And I think when Bossier Parish was taking some strides forward this year, I think they've taken a little bit of a stride backwards.
Yeah, you look offensively, you're contrasting a little bit on the side of Lamar State. Of course, you have Colton White. You got kind of Mr. Inside, Mr. Outside. Colton Weisbrod averaging 21 points a game. Then Jordan Harris, 15.5, and Freddie Williams, 15 points a ball game. There is not a double-figure score on the Bossier Parish roster. They have 5 guys all averaging between 8 and 10 points a ball game, led by Alden Kelly Jr. at 9.6, and 4 players averaging at least 8 points a ball game, including Antoine Baker, Chris Freeman, Kentrell Hardy, and Rashad Jones. So it's a balanced scoring attack, but it's a scoring attack that struggles at times to put the ball in the basket. So we'll take a break here as we get ready for Seahawks basketball here on the PSN Sports. We'll have a visit with head coach Lance Madison when we come back on PSN Sports.
One knows that some things are just better left to the pros. Take skydiving instructors.
So I think you just jump and pull one of these cord thingies.
The same goes for bowls at Genghis Grill, which is why we now offer chef-made bowls like Kung-Pao Chicken for only $8.99. Skip the line and order a bowl right from your table, or take matters into your own hands and build your own. The new $8.99 featured bowls at Genghis Grill. Seize control.
And we're back live here courtside at the Parker Center. We get ready for the resumption of Region 14 play, and I'm pleased to be joined, as always, here on the pregame with the head coach of the Seahawks, Lance Madison. Your team able to get back into the flow a little bit with the New Year's Classic, a couple of wins under your belt, so the team kind of getting back into the routine and the grind of what will be the rest of the way in Region 14 play.
Yeah, we were fortunate to come back healthy and, knock some of that rest off from having 20 days off after our last game at Navarro. And I thought we played in spurts the last the two games in our tournament. We did some good things offensively, got back in rhythm, and which kind of surprised me being off as long as we did. But I thought, Jordan Harris played well. He shot the ball well and played better defense than he's played all year. And, I thought we got a little bit of lift. Chase Rutledge came in, hit some shots, and, Colton's always been consistent for us. He's been our rock. He played well, and, I thought Mommy Dewar came in, hit some shots, and, Christian Albright starting to get back in shape, and he's a basketball player. He played well for us, so it's a good sign for us. Tonight we come back to region play, and we're playing Bossier Parish, who's always a good team that plays hard, and they compete. We'll have to move the ball well against that little zone that they play. They like to play a little bit of a matchup zone, and attack that well and keep them off the glass, and hopefully we can continue with our momentum and play good fundamental basketball tonight.
We talked about a little bit before you came on the air. Obviously, you have Mr. Inside and Colton Weisbrock, a good post player, and Jordan Harris on the outside. But Freddie Williams Jr. is a guy. Would you kind of describe him as your glue guy?
Freddie is. Freddie's he's a very good teammate. He's an unselfish player. He brings it to practice every day. He's a joy to coach, and he's probably my most improved player on the team from last year. And he continues to be a consistent scorer for us. He has the best mid-range game, which is kind of a lost art in today's game with the three-point shot. By mid-range, I remember he can play in between. He can hit that little pull-up jump shot there at the elbow, which it's hard to defend. And he doesn't require a lot of shots. He's very efficient on offense to average what he's averaging.
One of those unselfish kids will do what you ask him to do, whether it's make a defensive play, set a screen, or make a big shot.
Yeah, and Freddie's a very good student too in the classroom. He had 3.0 this past semester, and he's going to get a scholarship to move on to the next level. So we're excited about that.
And you talked about Bossier Parish. Obviously, from a scoring standpoint in conference play, they've struggled in terms of giving up points. You feel like if you can execute what you do offensively, maybe get out and run a little bit and get a lead, maybe kind of get their spirits down a bit.
Yeah, I broke them down on tape, watched a little bit of it, and I think transition D's a little suspect. If we can get out and get some easy buckets, get us going a little bit. They have a tendency not to get back on defense, and hopefully we can get some easy layups. And anytime you play against the zone, you want to be a little bit up tempo. You want to try to push it in transition. Don't give that zone a chance to get set up. And I thought that was the key against North American University last game, that we were walking the ball up early in the game, and they were getting that zone set. And, I told the guys, I called timeout, hey, let's push it. Let's get up the court and pass ahead. Maybe we get some easy shots before they get their zone defense set. And we did get some easy buckets. And hopefully we continue tonight, get some easy transition shots.
And you feel like it's an advantage having played the two games there and kind of got back in the routine, and they're coming back off the three-way. Having that, being back in the flow, but can be an advantage for you in this ball game?
Well, you know what? When I scheduled it, I thought it would be, but unfortunately, we're down to 8 players. I've got one player still hurt, so we played. This will be our third game in 4 days, I guess. And but our guys have responded well, and I think they're back in shape, and that's the reason we put on that tournament to get some games in before we start this tough region play again. And we've been fortunate that we played well at home, and we've been on the road most of the conference season, and it feels good just to be back home and play in front of our good crowd that we always have. It's always supportive, and it's kind of gives me a little more chance to prepare for the opponent when I don't have to drive or travel to the away school. So we're excited.
And finally, is there anything specifically you're looking for from your guys in this ball game?
I want to make sure that we take good shots and we don't have unforced turnovers. And, free throws has been kind of our Achilles heel, and we've talked about it. We've spent a lot of time in practice, and hopefully we can convert our free throws tonight.
Well, as always, we thank you for your time here on the pregame show, and we wish you and the Seahawks best of luck here, and hope to talk to you after a victory.
Thank you.
That is head coach Lance Madison. We appreciate his time, as always, here on the pregame show as we get ready for Region 14 basketball night here from Port Arthur, Texas. It'll be the Lamar State Seahawks and the Bossier Parish Cavaliers. Before we go to break, let's give you the schedule around the league. We have 5 games in league play here this afternoon. Tyler making the trip to Angelina. It'll be Kilgore at Blinn. Besides our ball game, you have Coastal Bend hosting Trinity Valley and the San Jacinto Ravens hosting the Panola Ponies. Good matchup there at Andrews Gymnasium. 1 game in non-conference play. Jacksonville hosting the Longview Elite as they come back from the long break. So 5 conference games. You have Lee and Jacksonville, 2 teams in the South that are taking the break off. Of course, Lee will make it up next Monday on the 11th when they go up to Trinity Valley to finish up North Division play. And you got a couple of teams in the North you have 1 team playing tomorrow. Navarro will be hosting Lone Star College Cy-Fair in a non-conference game.
And I think when we look at, as we take a thumbnail look at the basketball standings right now, I don't think there's any doubt we expected Lee to be sort of in the top couple in the South Division, along with San Jacinto and Jacksonville, with Jody Bailey going on and having a new coach in there. Really has not missed a beat by trying to keep up. But the 8-2 records, I think the records are very respectable because Lee right now, we talked about, really the only game they've been blown out in was the very first game of the season with Odessa in the East-West shootout. And I think when you look at Lee College, they've got to learn to finish those games because they've had trouble right now at Navarro, home, having the games they had on the road in the tournament over at Mesa, Arizona. All 3 games came down to basically final possession situations, and they were not able to capitalize in any of those ball games in final possession situations, including blowing a 13-point lead late in the ball game up at Navarro, or a 9-point lead in the final minute and a half against Navarro. So those are things they're going to have to clean up to be able to be a team where they want to be at the end of the year. And I think Lamar State, they sort of handled their business, sort of meandered through and got to the point where this team sort of congealed to itself and sort of found its identity. And I think this team is going to be one of those teams that's going to be right there in the mix. They're going to be in every ball game, and they're not going to have a team really blow them out unless they just don't play up to their capabilities.
I think defense is going to be the key. Lance Masson talking to pregame, and Jordan Harris played the best defense he's played all season.
And scored 31 points.
And you're right. So a very good two-way play. We know Freddie Williams can defend. Weisbrod's a decent defender on the post. Not so much more of a help defender and so much as a on-ball post defender. So that defense, I think this team will be able to score some points. We talk about 3 guys averaging 15-plus points, and we know they can score the basketball defensively is where it's going to be the key end of the floor for Lamar State.
And I think the interesting thing is going to be Trinity Valley seeing them on Wednesday with Lamar State and then the following Monday with Lee College. Those are going to be 2 tough tests for them closing out the north-south part of their schedule also. And Trinity Valley right now at 14-1, they're on a task right now. They don't have to win this conference. I think they're going to get in the national tournament as they did last year with a very respectable record as long as they take care of their business because they're the number 1 team in the country right now. I don't care what the record is for Hutchinson, Kansas. They haven't played anywhere near the schedule that Trinity Valley's played, and they've beaten some quality teams all year long.
And no doubt about it. Like you said, they play the toughest schedule of anybody in the country. Lamar State just 2 more games against the North. You have this one, we're talking about the ball game on Wednesday, traveling up to Athens, and they'll have a non-conference game before opening up as we're only 2 weeks away from the start of divisional play on both sides of the bracket. You look at Lamar State, of course, they'll have the game. We'll be traveling down to Beeville. It's always a lovely trip to go down to Beeville to take on the Coastal Bend Cougars. On the other side, Bossier Parish will be opening divisional play. They'll host the Kilgore Rangers in Bossier City.
And I think when you look at these numbers and the way it breaks down right now, you talked about it. Panola's the biggest surprise so far from where they were a year ago to bringing in the Northwest Florida coach, the assistant coach, and what he's done for that program, taking over Junzi Cotton. I think you look in the South Division, obviously, I think Lee predicted to be where they're at right now. San Jacinto may be the biggest surprise, the way they've been beating a couple of ball games this year. It's not the fact they've lost a couple of games in a tough non-conference schedule, but the way they got really manhandled a couple of times, and especially against Trinity Valley.
Yeah, Trinity Valley clobbered. I think it was 98-61.
That was about a 35-point victory.
You don't expect to see San Jack get clobbered like that. Yes, Trinity Valley is probably the best team in the league, but you certainly don't expect, even on the road, for San Jack to just get absolutely clobbered like that. And we'll see if Scott Jordan, I expect them also to be, they're San Jack. They're going to be, Scott Jordan's a good coach. He's going to have that team ready to compete, especially once they get into the South Division part of the schedule.
And then you look at a couple of other teams, Angelina and Coastal Bend. Coastal Bend obviously not having the coach there anymore, and Larry Mendez moving on, and they've had some budget cuts, and they've had some situations where they've cut back on scholarships, so that may explain a little bit of what's going on there. But Angelina taking a little bit of a step back right now with a 9-5 record for Todd Neighbors' team, obviously losing a player, Decky Johnson, a player of that type of caliber and everything on all region team type of player. It's really taken away the focus and the guy that makes that engine go there.
And when does Decky Johnson lost the entire roster,
Right.
a completely turned over roster, and it's kind of remarkable that Todd Neighbors doesn't have that team at 9-5, 2-2 in league play, and that's a team. It could be a team to watch as they kind of continue to get comfortable playing at the college level.
And I think when we look at these teams, we'll start seeing a little bit more of their identity come out whenever we start playing the divisional games, because then you start getting into the rivalries. You'll see the Kilgores taking on Tylers. You'll see the Bossier Parishes taking on the Parishes, and you'll see the Navarros and Trinity Valleys of the world. So I think that we'll start seeing some of those rivalry games, and I think that's where the scoring begins to come down in the north, because we talked about there's two type of games that are played. Trinity Valley is probably more like a South team because they like to get up-tempo, play a little bit more of a speed game.
And Navarro as well under Michael Anders.
For Coach Chris Bauman. And I think when you look at those numbers in the South, I think you have Lee, Sanjak, and a couple of other teams, Blend in particular, and I think Angelina would love to get tempo up and try to score more points, where I think Jacksonville and Coastal Bend will be those type of teams that like to bring the game down a little bit.
Well, if you look at Jacksonville, some of the club teams, they're scoring a bunch of points. Now, I don't know from a tempo standpoint how Aaron Smith likes to play. I would assume they're going to try to go more up tempo like Jody Bailey did, but having not seen Jacksonville, I'm not sure with the new coaching staff in place there. And you talked about Panola and Grant McMillan coming over from Northwest Florida State, but he has a Texas background, so he's coached in Texas before. In fact, he grew up in the state of Texas, so he understands regional play, and he's coached in this region before as an assistant, so he understands in Region 14 how to play. And he's brought in a lot of transfers and a lot of sophomores that really come together and gelled pretty quickly as a team. It's a pretty impressive job Grant McMillan's done up in Carthage.
Well, I think that with the new gym basically replacing Johnson Gymnasium, I think that they've asked him to come in and get that program where they want it to be, and it really has not been that way since Scott Monarch left several years ago to go to the University of New Orleans. And I think they want to get that identity back on that home floor, and they played very well this year, especially in Johnson Coliseum.
Right, and they have a road win over South Plains during the non-conference play. That's a very impressive win to go up to the Texan Dome and knock off South Plains, who was a state or national finalist last year, played in the national title game. So that gives you an idea of the kind of team that Grant McMillan's been able to put together. They're not going to be an easy out for anybody in the north.
And I think that's what we're talking about when we get into this. Now that January's turned the schedule over to 2016, last year, just to remind you, going into the last Saturday of the year, the final Saturday of the regular season, we only had one seeding field in the women's bracket. Everything else was completely up for grabs. The top 4 seeds in the men, the top 4 seeds in the women, everything associated with the tournament except for one seeding spot was taken care of. Only one seed in that final Saturday.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised to see it go down to the final Saturday, other than I think Trinity Valley's going to be solidly entrenched in that one of the top 4 seeds. I think they're going to be the number 1 seed out of the north, maybe the number 1 overall seed in the tournament. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the South Division go down to the final Saturday. I mean, I think the teams are fairly even when you look at the records overall and the talent level of all the schools. It's going to be interesting to see. Like you said, it was a wild scramble last year, and it wouldn't be surprising to see it be that way again this year.
And a quick thumbnail real quick, and going back to something that happened over the holiday break. We were at Mesa, Arizona. Y'all, that you were off it, and we talked about it, the loss of the player that got shot and killed over the holiday break. And he was dismissed from the Trinity Valley team earlier this year in November. But you look at a player like that from Jack Yates that had such a good career, possibly ahead of him in a life cut way short because of personal choices and things that have happened and everything. And it's just a very disappointing loss of life right there that really didn't need to happen.
Yeah, Melvin Swift, the young player who played on a championship team at Jack Yates, and it was Greg Wise, his high school coach, who reported on Twitter that tragedy had happened. And you just hate to see a young man who, like you said, has personal lifestyle choices that were questionable. But you look for opportunity for that young man to turn his life around and be a productive player, hopefully continue his basketball career, but unfortunately a young life snuffed out, and that's very tragic.
And we send out our hopes and prayers to everybody, Chris Bauman and the team up there in Trinity Valley, and all the friends up there that we have at Athens, Texas, and obviously we'll see them on Wednesday night. And it is just, even though he was no longer with the team, it is something that will still affect that team because those kids were close to each other because he had been there, and Melvin Swift was the type of player that you expect him to play at the next level, no matter what it be D-League, what it be overseas, or what it be at the NBA level. He had those kind of talents.
So we'll take a break here as we're getting you ready for Lamar State basketball. It's Lamar State Seahawks hosting Bossier Parish on the Premier Sports Network.
Everyone knows that some things are just better left to the pros. Take skydiving instructors.
So I think you just jump and pull these on cord thingies.
The same goes for bowls at Genghis Grill. which is why we now offer chef-made bowls like compound chicken for only $8.99. Skip the line and order a bowl right from your table, or take matters into your own hands and build your own. The new $8.99 featured bowls at Genghis Grill. Seize control.
Football fans, with a Raising Cane's tailgate on the table, this meal is going into overtime. The first overall pick for any game comes piled high with hot, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers and totally dippable cane sauce. So let's hear the stats. That's 100 chicken fingers, 100% premium, and 100% delicious. And with cold, refreshing jugs of lemonade and sweet tea also coming straight out of Raising Cane's, well, let's just say that's a full roster of flavor. Raising Cane's, one love.
Veolia is the leading global provider of environmental solutions. By improving energy efficiency, better managing water and wastewater, and recovering resources from waste, we're supporting business and industry while protecting our Gulf Coast in a responsible way. And just like Port Arthur's Lamar State College, Veolia has a passion for excellence, helping more than 30,000 businesses and 550 communities with their environmental needs. Today, Veolia is resourcing the world for a better tomorrow. Learn more at veolianorthamerica.com.
Located in the heart of Conroe, Don Peak Motor Company is your place for the real, genuine hometown deal. Whether you need a car, truck, or SUV, fast and easy credit terms are available on the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. Go by and see the gang at Don Peak Motor Company, located in downtown Conroe at 128 Frazier, 2 blocks south of Highway 105, or call Mark or Barbara on their toll-free line at 936-441-2111. Don Peak Motor Company, your hometown pre-owned vehicle dealer.
Some things are just better left to the pros. That's why Genghis Grill now offers chef-crafted bowls for only $8.99. Order right from your table or take over and build your own at Genghis Grill.
Big game, little game, whatever your game. If you've been injured, we're the team that can get you back in the game. Christus Southeast Texas and Beaumont Bone and Joint is your full-service sports medicine program with expert orthopedic care, quick assessment and treatment, physical therapy, concussion management, and more, all minutes away. Call 1-800-218-9355 or visit us at christussetx.org/sports-medicine to request and schedule your same.
How you doing today? My name's Al Judice here at Judice's French Market in Port Arthur. I want to invite you to come in and have lunch with us, from our award-winning deli to our juicy hamburgers in the sandwich shop, or even just for a Lincoln Boudin. Come by and see us today at Judice's French Market, 3005 7th Street in Port Arthur, Texas. Have a good day.
The rustic Pine Tree Lodge on Taylor's Bayou in LaBelle serves up marvelous meals and wholesome family fun 6 days a week. On the weekends, kick up your heels to live music on the Pine Tree's gigantic patio. Enjoy some of the best seafood, steaks, and burgers in Southeast Texas while taking in the beauty of the bayou. The Miller family has spent over 30 years perfecting Pine Tree favorites like chicken fried steak, fried shrimp, and shrimp and grits. They also have a boat launch for all types of boating or fishing. The Pine Tree Lodge, where the road ends and the fun begins.
And back live here from Lamar State College in Port Arthur at the Carl Parker Center. 2-game tournament over the last couple of days before the one-day break for Lamar State and right back into conference play. So probably fortunate that they were able to pick up the commanding victory and able to get some players to be able to sit down and get a little bit of rest during that last game they had against North American University.
Do have one injury. Gary Senegar, the freshman from Beaumont Central, not available for today's ball game. We have a couple of scores from 21-5A boys basketball. Kingwood Park survives an overtime game at Porter, 51-50. They move now to 4-0 in District 15-3 on the season. So Coach Burleson's team playing well. And New Caney knocks off Crosby 45-43. So New Caney continues to be a surprise story. They got all the way to the finals of the Livingston tournament over the Christmas break and lost to Lufkin in that championship game. And of course, we'll have our first high school broadcast on Friday, as will be Huffman hosting Splendora. Huffman coming off they doubled their win total of the season at the Buffalo tournament. They were 6-7 going in, won 6 in a row to win the Buffalo tournament. They're now 12-7. They're playing a couple of district games before that ball game on Friday. We'll have that one as Huffman will host Splendora.
We'll take a timeout, come back live here from the Carl Parker Center back after this.
Everyone knows that some things are just better left to the pros. Take skydiving instructors.
So I think you just jump and pull one of these cord thingies.
The same goes for bowls at Genghis Grill, which is why we now offer chef-made bowls like compound chicken for only $8.99. Skip the line and order a bowl right from your table, or take matters into your own hands and build your own. The new $8.99 featured bowls at Genghis Grill. Seize control.
Football fans, with the Raising Cane's tailgate on the table, this meal is going into overtime. The first overall pick for any game comes piled high with hot, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers and totally dippable cane sauce. So let's hear the stats. That's 100 chicken fingers, 100% premium, and 100% delicious. And with cold, refreshing jugs of lemonade and sweet tea also coming straight out of Raising Cane's, well, let's just say that's a full roster of flavor. Raising Cane's, one love.
Because play might be the best way to fight obesity.
Because staying connected makes my family stronger.
Because a safe place after school can lead to success in school.
Because physical activity is vital to my health and well-being.
Because I need to make my world better.
Because playing team sports teaches character and social skills.
Because we need each other.
Because we need each other.
Because we need each other.
Because when I decided to come back to Lamar State College, Port Arthur, I took theater and I fell in love with everything. The department, we created a family here, and it truly helped me decide what I wanted to do with my life. All of the professors are behind you. They are rooting for your success. They'll give you every opportunity that you have. I love it here. It is a fantastic place to get started.
Lamar State College, Port Arthur. Success is closer than you think. Golden Triangle Emergency Center, voted #1 ER in the county, sets the gold standard for emergency care in Southeast Texas. Our patients are seen within minutes of walking through the door by a board-certified emergency room physician and emergency room trained staff. And our state-of-the-art equipment and friendly concierge level of service means that at Golden Triangle Emergency Center, you won't just be greeted with a smile, you'll be leaving with one too.
And back live here from the Carl Parker Center on the campus of Lamar State College in Port Arthur as we get set for tip-off between the Lamar State Seahawks and the Bossier Parish Community College Cavaliers in the opener of Region 14 play for the 2016 portion of the schedule. A couple more games here in the North Division matchups and a couple more divisional games for each of these teams heading into the calendar year. And as we get set for tip-off for the Bossier Parish Cavaliers, it'll be at one guard spot. The 6'4" sophomore from Shreveport, Louisiana, Rashad Jones, at another guard spot. It'll be the 5'10" sophomore out of Shreveport, Louisiana, number 12, Alden Kelly Jr. At a forward spot will be number 15. That'll be a 6'6" sophomore out of Arcadia, Louisiana, number 15, Antoine Baker. At another forward spot will be number 21, the 6'7" sophomore out of Shreveport, number 21, Daedrian Noel. And manning the middle will be number 22, the 6'4" sophomore out of Jonesboro, Louisiana, Kyle Gilbert. The head coach in substitution for Coach Joe St. Andre, who is under the weather with stroke conditions and back at work, but we wish him all the best. Coach Rocky French, and he's assisted by Brant Davenport. They come in 4-11 on the season, 0-4 in 2015-16 in Region 14 play.
And for the Lamar State Seahawks, they come in with a record of 8-5, 2-3 in Region 14 play. They'll start at a guard spot. The 5'11" sophomore from Sam Houston High School in San Antonio, Texas, number 23, Jordan Harris. At a guard spot, a 6'tall sophomore out of Nederland High School in Nederland, Texas, number 31, DeAndre Frank. Also at a guard spot, a 6'5" sophomore out of Douglas High School in Memphis, Tennessee, number 32, Freddie Williams Jr. At a forward spot, a 6'8" sophomore from the Episcopal School in Dallas, number 25, Christian Albright. In the middle, a 6'5" sophomore from Nederland High School in Nederland, Texas, number 21 is Colton Weisbrod. Head coach for the Lamar State Seahawks in his 5th season, Lance Madison. He's assisted by Barry Wellington.
And our officials for today's game, Andrew Judy will be our lead official. He is assisted by Corey Jackson, one of the umpires, and Al Freeman is our other umpire heading into the night's ball game. Jordan Harris coming off a career best 31 points in the win over North American University here, the Stallions, on Thursday afternoon and New Year's Eve.
Score from Region 5, a non-conference game at the MCC Shootout in Waco. Temple defeats Southern Shreveport 74-46. Temple, of course, out of Region 5, playing there in Waco as a part of that New Year's tournament, get them ready to get back into Region 5 play.
And we talk about South Plains out of Region 5 West play, winning the Mesa Community College Fiesta Bowl Shootout, Lee finishing 4th in that tournament. And we talked about them probably having a little bit better faith than they deserved in that tournament after winning the first game in overtime and then losing 2 tough games down the stretch, two possession ball games basically in the final, the semifinal, and the third place game to Baltimore City on Wednesday night.
Bossier Parish will be in the maroon jerseys with the old gold letters and numbers, and Lamar State in the home whites with the Columbia blue, navy blue letters and the Columbia blue and black trim on the sides. And the Seahawks will be going, as you look to your monitor, left to right. And an equipment change on one of the players, Antoine Baker. And we're ready to go. And we're underway. It's a tip one by Freddie Williams Jr. is deflected and out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on Lamar State off of Williams. There's turnover of the ball game on either side, and it'll be Lamar. Kyle Gilbert will inbound here. Will come into Alden Kelly Jr. Kelly with the basketball, rings it with the left hand over to Gilbert. He can shoot the three. He's going to fire it up off the back iron. No good. And the rebound will come down to Christian Albright.
And that's a number right now for Bossier Parish that has not been good this year as their rebounding numbers.
And Williams back out to Harris. Over to Albright. He's going to fire up a three off the back iron. No good. Rebound tipped out. And it's going to come down to Alden Kelly Jr. Head down to the other end. And the pass back over to Kelly. Into the post of Noel. He's doubled up. Noel steps back out. They're working around the perimeter to Jones. He's going to fire for three. Good. Rashad Jones. Good passing the basketball. Good extra pass. And Jones hits the open jumper to put Bossier Parish in front early. Here's Weisbrod on the dribble, going right to the rim with the left hand. Lays it in good.
And that's one thing we saw from Bossier Parish in that game, the disappointing loss by 59 to Lee. They did not share the basketball very well at all.
Kick out pass on the corner for three. Gilbert, no good follow, won't go, and rebounded by Albright. And on the other end, here's Williams, pull-up jumper, and that's his bread and butter right there, that pull-up jumper. So transition hoop for Freddie Williams, and Lamar State has the lead.
And he's one of the best we've seen at that 10 to 15 or 15-foot to 17-foot elbow jumper.
Williams with the steal. He's going to try to go coat. Nice pass, but Harris can't get off the shot, gets it all. And then we're going to have a reach-in foul. Looks like Gilbert got him.
Either him or Jones. And it will be Antoine Baker with the foul.
So it was Baker in the area. He picks up the reach-in foul first on Baker. First team foul of the half on the Bossier Parish Cavaliers. So send Colton Weisbrod to the free throw line. First free throw is good. On the season, Weisbrod shooting it at just under 61% from the stripe. So one more for Weisbrod. And the free throw is short and rebounded by Noel. So 1 out of 2 on that trip. Pull-up three from Kelly is good.
Yeah, that's a long-range shot right there by Alden Kelly, his first of the ball game.
So Bossier Parish off to a nice start here to knock down a couple of threes. This is DeAndre Frank. Get back to Harris. Harris being picked up in the backcourt. He'll get it across over to Williams. Back out to Harris. He's going to launch the three from deep three. That's good. Good kick-out pass from Williams. He'll find Harris for a deep three.
Yeah, defense couldn't collapse on him on the outside, about 25 foot out. That's NBA range.
Kelly on the push over to Baker. Baker looking in the corner. And he'll now dribble the basketball back out to the volleyball line and working around to Kelly. He's going to launch a three. The threes are flying fast and furious as Kelly hits his second from deep.
Yeah, the shooting has not taken a holiday.
9-8, 3 so far, 3 out of 5 so far for the Cavaliers from behind the arc. As Frank gets it back to Harris. Harris now into the front court. Harris looking at a nice pass underneath to Weisbrod going up in traffic. Man, looked like there might have been a foul there by Noel.
Yeah, looked like he got hit across the arm.
So Weisbrod misses the shot. And Bossier Parish, thinking about the shot that time was Baker, didn't take it. Now back out to Kelly. Kelly over to Gilbert. Gilbert swings it to Jones. Jones had the ball stripped away.
Good job by Frank.
DeAndre Frank picks up the steal. Second turnover of the half on Bossier Parish. pull-up jumper by Jordan Harris is good.
That's just a layup right there. Harris able to get to the free throw line and able to knock that jumper down.
That mid-range game, a lost art in today's basketball. Here's another three from Kelly. And they're going to get out there on him. He's red hot. And Alden Kelly's hit 3 straight threes, and he'll pick up the foul as he's trying to check Jordan Harris.
And we'll have the full 5 substitute in here as the shock troops will come in.
Onto the floor will be Chris Freeman, number 20.
Waiting for them to make the call on. In fact, they called it on Hardy, it looks like. They'll give him his first.
And it was on Kelly.
In fact, it was Kelly. Couldn't see the second one up there.
Also, number 3, Keith Muse. Number 5, Rudy Jones. Number 35, Chris Williams. And so talking about Chris Freeman, number 20, and number 24, Tim Stokes. So a fresh 5 on the floor. As Harris on the bounce to Williams. He's going to fire up a 3 off the back iron, no good. Wise brought offensive rebound, is put back up, no good. And rebounded by Williams.
It's a second in-low miss he's had so far in this ballgame. Usually very steady in that post.
And underneath the ball is going to be stolen away by Freddie Williams. His second steal of the game.
Yeah, not a good pass that time by Dracalius Williams.
Jordan Harris, he's going to pull it from way downtown. Good.
Yeah, he's feeling it himself. That's already 8 points for Harris, coming off the 31-point game the other night.
Heat check shot from Harris and nothing but net. As a 1-point Seahawk lead into the high post. Now on the dribble pull-up jumper by Muse is going to be short rebound, long rebound. It's going to come down to DeAndre Frank. And here we come the Seahawks as Harris gets through the double team, goes right to the rim, misses the left-hander, and rebounded by Williams. He gets it out quickly. And in transition, we'll go the other way. This will be a blocking foul called as Frank didn't get position.
Yeah, Frank Lake getting there, sliding underneath the shooter, and a good call by the official on the near side.
And Jordan Harris having some sort of an issue here. Lance Madison making sure that's a guy you do not want to get hurt if you're Lamar State. Looks like he's okay. As at the line, missing the first one long is Chris Freeman.
First free throws of the ball game for either team.
And on the year, Freeman shooting it just under 52% at the line. So you do to make this one, but don't miss it in and out. Rebound. We're taken down by Williams.
That's a disappointing free throw rebound there. And
a steal. That's Williams again. He's going to go the other way and slam it down with the right hand.
Yeah, Freddie Williams' authority that time getting his second basket.
And that's already 3 steals for Freddie Williams as the ball.
Thought it may be a turnover initially there against Bossier Parish on the inbound.
We'll come with the inbounds now to Stokes. He'll bring it into the front court. Stokes is going to go right to the back. He'll kick it back out to Muse. Wide open for 3. That's short. And the rebound will come down to Stokes. Here's a long 2, good by Williams.
Yeah, able to get that elbow jumper there.
Dracalius Chris Williams. His nickname is Chris. And a nice passing there. Weiss brought underneath. He'll go reverse and lay it in.
Yeah, that time able to shield the defender away with the rim and able to use it to help him get that layup off the glass.
We'll credit Frank with the assist. Look at that. Should be a call. If I can call it a block. Well, it sure looked like that time Stokes used that off arm to push off.
And Lance Madison asking the same question. And Freddie Williams having a little bit of conversation after the play was over with. And you don't want, and this is the important thing, you don't need anybody in any kind of technical fouls. In fact, they call that a non-shooting foul? Wow.
So out of bounds here to Lamar State, or to Bossier Parish. The 2 newest programs to Region 14. Coastal Bend, there's a steal that time by Harris. Gets his second steal, gets it ahead, and Williams slams it down.
We'll say 2 of the 3 newest programs along with Coastal Bend.
Coastal Bend and Bossier Parish actually younger to the league than Lamar State. Lamar State and Bossier Parish came in at the same time.
Yeah, both the teams about 5 years in now.
And there's a steal this time by DeAndre Frank. And turnovers right now an issue as Frank goes all the way and lays it in.
And Frank's had a good early start to this ball game. It may not show up in the stat line, but he's had a couple of steals, had a couple of good plays on the floor, and that's including a basket.
5 turnovers are led to 9 Lamar State points into the lane. This ball is going to be knocked loose, going back up, blocked away by Albright. Now to bounds off the Cavaliers.
14:30 to play, so our next dead ball could be the under 14 media timeout.
21-14 as Lamar State right now on an 8-0 run. Take their largest lead of the half. And checking into the ball game, number 32, Peyton Larry. And getting in for Lamar State, Mommy Diawara out of Montreal.
Got a normal starter with Frank coming in to sort of match up against this perimeter shooting team. Diawara, very athletic, and I think he'll do some damage here in the second, against the second team.
Larry, the 6'7" sophomore out of Rayne, Louisiana. Almost this entire roster for Bossier Parish from the state of Louisiana. As Harris with the dribble. He is picked up out top by Kentrell Hardy's checked in. They'll go inside, and that's going to be Albright with the layup.
That's just an easy look for Christian Albright off the window.
23-14, so it's a 10-0 run now for the Seahawks. As Hardy had a pass tipped away, and Weisbrod is there on the steal. Weisbrod looking to take it to the rim, and he almost had it taken away. Gets it back, lays it up, no good, but he got fouled.
Return will be called on Peyton Larry. That'll be his first, and we will head to our first media timeout.
13:59 left to play. In fact, we'll have the media timeout. 13:59 left to go first half. Lamar State 23, Bossier Parish 14 on the Premier Sports Network.
Max Bowl Port Arthur is family fun close to home. Fun for all ages with bowling, great food and drinks, and the hottest video games today. Come in for the best laser tag experience in town. Max Bowl is the perfect place for corporate parties, holiday parties, and team building events. Cosmic Bowl is every Friday and Saturday night with music videos and spectacular lighting. Max Bowl Port Arthur. Come join the party.
Merry Christmas from all of us at Mid-County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
As a special gift to you, we are giving a $500 gift card with every purchase.
From our family to yours.
Have a Merry Christmas and a blessed 2016.
Big game, little game, whatever your game. If you've been injured, we're the team that can get you back in the game. Krista's Southeast Texas and Beaumont Bone and Joint is your full-service sports medicine program with expert orthopedic care, quick assessment and treatment, physical therapy, concussion management, and more, all minutes away. Call 1-800-218-9355 or visit us at kristasetx.org/.
And heading to the free throw line, Colton Weisbrod to shoot a pair. He went 1 for 2 on his first trip. This free throw settles in good. And right now, Lamar State feasting on Bossier Parish turnovers.
11 straight points for the Lamar State Seahawks. And
Weisbrod way off the mark on that second free throw as Larry comes away with the rebound. I'll kick it back out now to J.C. Banks. Banks leaves it back out to Hardy. Hardy looks for the dribble drive. He almost had it taken away. Over a long three by Larry, no good. The offensive rebound to put back is going to be up and good by Banks.
And I'm not sure the angle that time that Albright did not see that rebound coming. It was easy from our angle, and he just mistimed his jump.
So that ends an 11-0 run for Lamar State. 8-point lead for the home team. And Williams fakes a three, goes inside to Albright. Albright in traffic. Got hacked. But Weisbrod gets the rebound. He'll go back up. And no good. And had it poked away from behind. Offensive rebound coming down to Albright. So Lamar State will get a third look here as a shot in and out for Williams and rebounded that time by Williams.
And I think Weisbrod wanted that in the post. He had a good position that time on a smaller guard on the rebounding advantage.
Here's a three-pointer put up. That's no good from Banks. And rebounded by Harris. And the three-pointers will stop dropping now as there's a runner in the lane up and good by Jordan Harris.
That's just a good teardrop right there against pressure in the lane.
Already double figures with 10 for Harris. 26-16. Looking for the drive, and the foul is going to be called to reach in on Jordan Harris.
Yeah, hold before the turning of the corner right there.
He'll pick up his first. Team foul number 3. As into the ball game, Marko Zelic out of Serbia.
Out of Traffic High School in Belgrade, Serbia.
One of the two Serbians on the team along with Radojcic, who we've not seen yet.
Radojcic not playing tonight through an injury.
So basically only an 8-man roster in this game for Lamar State.
And it's been that way for a while for Lance Madison.
And launching the three, that's going to be an air ball. Weisbrod with a rebound off the miss from Kentrell Hardy.
And not a good foul from the backside by Hardy, or not Hardy, but number 32, Peyton Larry, on the reach in.
He'll pick up his second, team foul number 4, as here come the starters back for Bossier Parish. I got off to a good start with the starting lineup, but they brought the backups in, and this is when Lamar State's been able to go on this run. As it'll bring Jordan Harris bringing it up against Alden Kelly. 12:25 left to go first half. They bounce it out top to Mambi Diawara. Diawara thinking about the three, now backs it out, guarded by Gilbert. Diawara getting the ball screen from Weisbrod, now looking to go baseline, and they're going to call a foul that time on Baker.
Yeah, not a good foul on Baker. They're reaching a lot on the perimeter on defense, picking up some silly fouls here.
That's number 2 on Baker, the 5th team foul of the half on the Cavaliers. So the inbounds here, Diawara. In fact, it was said it'll be Zelich to inbound. Zelich looking to find Harris underneath. And now a bounce pass in, trying to get off a shot. Williams, that's going to be blocked away. And out of bounds off of Lamar State. The block that time by Rashad Jones.
Yeah, Jones doing a good job staying on the hip that time of Williams, knocking that one away.
First block shot of the game for Bossier Parish. They'll go out top to Kelly. Kelly, a hot shooter early. Now back out to Baker. Baker, pull-up jumper from the right elbow, in and out, no good. And a good rebound by Diawara. Diawara kicks it back out to Williams. Out top, Weisbrod. Weisbrod spinning, gets it back out to Harris. Jordan Harris, he's doubled up. He'll spin around. He'll get off the shot. Up short. Harris will get his own rebound. He'll kick it back out to Diawara.
Traveled.
So turnover. It's just the second of the half on Lamar State.
Yeah, got a little ahead of himself, tried to shuffle the feet and get the shot off, and then put it on the deck a little too late.
And so it's out of bounds here to Bossier Parish. And it'll be Alden Kelly Jr. to bring it up. Over to Jones. They'll leave it for Gilbert. He'll fire up a three. Gilbert is good.
Yeah, missed his first couple of shots.
So Gilbert with a three cuts the lead to 26-19. Lead back under double digits as Diawara brings it left side. Keeps the dribble alive. Diawara, a nice bounce pass underneath to Weisbrod. Fakes, goes up, and gets the shot up and in.
That's one thing he does so well is the catch, set, and shoot. He waits for the defender to fly by initially, and not a good play.
Long pass is going to be thrown away. That's the 7th turnover of the half on Bossier Parish.
And those turnovers have really led to opportunities for Lamar State to extend out what is a 9-point lead.
28-19 as Harris brings it up. Will be picked up by Kelly at half court. We'll swing it over to Williams. Zelich trying to post up. We'll see if they get it down to him. Instead, out top to Weisbrod. And they'll let Weisbrod drive with the basketball, going right to the rim. Count the basket and the foul.
Yeah, strong move by Weisbrod. That time taking it straight at the square and able to lay it up off the window. And the biggest lead of the ball game so far for the Lamar State Seahawks, up at 11.
Foul on Dadrion Noel, his first. Team foul number 6. So the next foul will put Lamar State in the bonus. Weisbrod's free throw no good. So
he struggled 2 of 5 now.
As Gilbert with the basketball. And Weisbrod and a silly foul on the reach-in.
It wasn't the right hand that got him. It was the left hand when he sort of held him up.
Yeah, the hook, trying to go around. Hook right there.
Neither coaches used a timeout, so they both have their complement. We're winding down toward our second media timeout here.
Albright checking in also in Chase Rutledge out of West Orange Stark, number 3. He had some big shots during the course of that New Year's Classic. Lance Madison talking in the pregame about Rutledge making some big shots, help out their team.
Played good minutes down in that Kilgore loss, especially on the road.
Nice bounce pass for Rashad Jones, goes up in traffic, no good, but Albright didn't get turned around. He'll pick up the foul.
Yeah, it just seems like he's a little lost in this ballgame. It just doesn't seem like he's got his legs underneath him. It seems like he's about a half a step slow.
Team foul number 5, so it'll send Rashad Jones to the free throw line. Jones, a 60% shooter on the season from the stripe. First free throw looks short, and it is. Bossier Parish so far 0 for 3 from the line. One more coming here for Jones. Trying to get the lead down to 10. 30-19, Lamar State with the lead. Second free throw is good. 4 points in the half so far for Rashad Jones. And it's a 10-point game, 30-20. As Diawara brings it across the timeline. And that's going to be a hand check that coming up that time. Rashad Jones.
Why do you commit that foul?
And that will send Mambi Diawara to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. That's the 7th team foul.
You're 40 feet away from the basket. Why are you reaching in? You're not going to steal the basketball, and Diawara a pretty good handler of it anyway.
Diowar's had his struggles, under 60% at 59.4 from the free throw line.
And I think it's been a focus issue, not really a rhythm or a mechanics issue.
He was a solid free throw shooter last season as a freshman, and this one way short and rebounded by Williams. That's the 5th rebound of the half for Williams. And we're going to have a ball knocked loose out of bounds. It'll stay with Bossier Parish.
No, the shot clock does not reset. It should be 25. There was no change of possession there.
And they're going to let the shot clock, a fresh shot clock now for Bossier Parish. As Stokes gets it back over to Rudy Jones. Jones can't get off a shot, and that ball knocked away and stolen by Harris.
Hey, he played that like a defensive back. He played it behind his back.
Kick out pass to Diawara. He looks for the drive. He has it stripped. 3rd turnover of the half against Lamar State, and they're going to go all the way and drawing the foul. That time is Stokes going to the basket.
And Diawara coming back after the turnover, at least getting back defensively, but committed the foul.
So we're number 1 on Diawara.
6-team foul against Lamar State, so both teams for the final 9:34 will be shooting.
So this will send Tim Stokes to the free throw line where he is shooting it at a miserable 45%.
For a guard, 5'10", not even coming close.
That's an absolute brick.
Yeah, he just does not have any kind of rhythm whatsoever from that charity stripe.
One more here for Stokes.
And you'd expect a guard to be able to put a blindfold on and be able to shoot more than 50%.
And he misses both of them. Diawara comes away with the rebound.
Wow.
A couple of really bad misses at the line by Stokes.
That's just psychological there. It's
This
in
will
your
go
head.
off the hands of Zelich out of bounds for a turnover. That's the 4th of the half.
Tough bounce pass right there to Zelich in the post, as he had position on the defender. And Lamar State losing an opportunity here to extend this lead out over the last few possessions. Jump stop, that's travel.
Muse has it tipped back out to Rudy Jones. Jones almost had it taken away by Harris. Well, Harris very quick with the hands. Now look at it. That ball out. It's going to be a turnover. It's going the other way. It's the 3rd steal of the half for Harris, and he got stripped.
Yeah, I thought he got fouled there.
And so did Lance Madison. You can see him and that ball is going to be tipped out of bounds.
Yeah, Albright got a piece of that. Almost rolled off the hands that time of a driving Tim Stokes.
A couple updates. Tyler up 24-14 over Angelina. 9:02 left to go first half. And Blinn and Kilgore in a tough and tie went up at Blinn 16-15. There's Muse with about Keith Muse. Over to Jones. They'll go underneath. Williams trying to get off a shot. Good defense here, though, by Albright. That's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, good job holding his position.
Harris, nice bounce pass to Diawara. He'll lay it in and the foul.
And that's just a silly foul right there. Looked like Muse just sort of pushed him on the hip and helped him elevate a little bit more to lay that up off the glass.
So Muse will pick up his first. Team foul number 8 on the Cavaliers.
First basket in a while for Lamar State, trying to complete the three-point play, and they missed opportunities, like I said, to get points on the board.
As Diawara heads to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play, and he cannot. Rebounded by Williams. Diawara 0 for 2 from the stripe. Stokes looks for the drive, kicks it back out to Jones. Now, we had Williams trying to post up. They can't get it to him. He's got picked up by Albright. Man-to-man defense here for Lamar State.
And you had Stokes there getting up in the air really with no place to go with the ball.
Knocked away by Albright. He stepped out of bounds. Yeah, and he did get the call. That's the 11th turnover of the half on Bossier Parish.
Good job by Al Freeman there, seeing down the line. Same thing we saw, his foot moving over there toward that sideline. And a great job defensively there by Diawara, forcing him into the sideline.
And so Lamar State basketball is Harris. Will work it up against the press. That ball is going to be turned over. Lamar State having some turnover issues. Oh, nice pass back. That's going to be an easy slam for Freeman.
His first basket of the game. And that's just too tough of a pass to try to make cross court to Diawara there.
And Bossier Parish hanging around defensively. They actually picked it up here a little bit. They created some turnovers and got some transition opportunities on their side. As this is Diawara, spins, goes up from the free throw line, and good.
That first basket for Diawara, and he made it a little tougher than probably he should have been.
The second bucket in a row, in fact, for Diawara. And they'll kick it back out to Stokes. He has it taken away. And that's the 4th steal of the half for Harris. He will lay it in for 2.
Yeah, he is having a great defensive half and already up to 12 points in the game.
As they'll go underneath. Now they'll kick it back out. Stokes looks for the drive. It kicks it into the side. Williams it'll be a rebound by Albright. And going the other way and laying it in is going to be Harris.
And how many times do we see that against Lee College a couple of weeks ago where Lee was able to just continue just to pound the ball down low?
A timeout taken by interim coach Rocky French. This will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Has a large lead of the half so far for the Seahawks.
Mind you, today's game brought to you by the Port Arthur YMCA. Learn, grow, and thrive at the Y. Also by Subway. When you're hungry and want to save money, stop by the Subway at 1918 9th Avenue by St. Mary's Hospital. Try their money-saving $5 foot-long sandwich menu. Subway, eat fresh. Also by Domino's Pizza with locations in Port Arthur, Nederland, Rose, Bridge City, and Orange. Order now. You can have it before the end of halftime. Quality from the source all the way to your table. Remind you, schedule coming up. It'll be Lamar State Seahawks on the road, 7 o'clock on Wednesday night at Athens, Texas, at Cardinal Gymnasium to take on the number 2 seeded Trinity Valley Cardinals, right now ranked in the nation. And for Lee College, they will be on the road at Parish, Texas to take on the Parish Dragons. That's also a 7 o'clock tip.
From the corner for 3, no good. Rebound tipped, and Diawara's got it off the miss from Baker.
And a lot of one-and-dones now for Bossier Parish.
Now ball's going to be knocked away out of bounds.
Ooh, that almost went off the hands of Freddie Williams Jr.
I'll say off of Noel. Another score from the Houston area in Saturday District Basketball. Klein Forest wins a close one over Westfield, 57-54.
And that ought to be an interesting district race in district. I think that is 15-6A.
Klein's off to a very good start. Klein Forest, Klein Collins, Westfield, Decaney playing very well also.
And Springs usually right there in the mix also.
Albright for 3. That one won't go. Rebound tipped and saved. Good play that time by Baker on the rebound. Here's a 3 launched. No good.
And we're beginning to see the same thing we've seen from Bossier Parish before. A lot of selfish play. Only their 5th turnover now of the half. And they just continue to take some shots. And in fact, that's number 11, as we'll have the under 7 media timeout after the 30-second timeout earlier by Bossier.
38-22, Lamar State leads on the Premier Sports Network.
Golden Triangle Emergency Center, voted number 1 ER in the county, sets the gold standard for emergency care in Southeast Texas. Our patients are seen within minutes of walking through the door by a board-certified emergency room physician and emergency room trained staff. And our state-of-the-art equipment and friendly concierge level of service means that at Golden Triangle Emergency Center, you won't just be greeted with a smile, you'll be leaving with one too.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Tisher, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon. If you have a sports injury, you need to see an orthopedic sports medicine specialist to get the right diagnosis, right treatment, right now. We offer same-day appointments, so see the real experts today.
I would say the main reason that I started with Lamar State College Port Arthur was because it was close to home. I like that the classes are a lot smaller. Being that it's a smaller environment, teachers are able to do a lot more one-on-one. Recently, I just did a graphic design internship with a local ad agency. Really cool thing about that was I ended up landing a full-time position with them, and I have Lamar State College to thank for that.
Lamar State with the basketball, and we're going to have a foul committed. This one's going to be on Alden Kelly, his second.
And this may be sort of a hack of Diawara right now, the way he has gone to the line and not shot the ball well so far. He'll go to the line for the 3rd time in the ball game. And he is 0 for 2 so far.
So they call a foul on Kentrell Hardy, so it's number 1 on Hardy rather than Alden Kelly.
But that's team foul number 9 now on Bossier Parish.
Diawara hits the first one. He has 5 points in the half. A couple more scores, a couple from 19-6A, 7 Lakes over Katy, 56-44. And Cinco Ranch wins a close one over Tompkins, 61-60.
And Diawara easily going to the line, knocking down a pair.
18-point lead, and that is going to be saved by Kelly. Almost a turnover. Kelly bounces on the baseline. Baker, the running jumper up and good. Antoine Baker. Now make it 40-24, 16-point lead for Lamar State.
It's a critical point right now, the ball game for Bossier Parish.
Rutledge gets ahead to Albright. Look like he might have walked. He'll kick it back out. Diawara for 3 is good.
Yeah, they cannot afford to give up those easy buckets like that.
That's 9 now for Diawara, 43-24. Here's Gilbert. Pull-up jumper, and he'll have to kick it back out. Hardy looks for the drive.
That's great defense by Yelich there.
Here's a long three from Kelly. Good. He's hit 4 out of 4 from behind the arc.
He is the one keeping Bossier Parish in this ball game right now.
43-27. Here comes Rutledge on the dribble. Rutledge looking to attack the basket. He'll kick it back out to Williams. He'll launch the three. Good.
And we've seen the runs in this ball game where both teams able to knock down distance threes.
9 now for Williams, 46-27. As Kelly looks now to drive. Kelly, that's blocked away by Albright. Second block of the half for Albright. And here comes the bench. Also, Scarborough beats Milby in a non-district game, 78-67. Busy day of basketball in high schools. They're getting back in now to the flow of district play after finishing up the tournament season. Ball almost is going to be taken away. That's the 13th turnover of the half. And Williams, nice pass underneath to Weisbrod for the easy deuce. And Lamar State starting to run Bossier Parish out of the building. Here's a long three-pointer by Stokes. That one won't go. Stokes will get his own rebound. He'll kick it back out. We'll reset the offense here for Bossier Parish going inside. And Albright gets another block. That's going to go off of Bossier Parish.
Yeah, what happened was when he blocked it, it went off the hand and underneath the basket of the shooter, and that was Christian Freeman. So not only gets a block, gets a steal there.
And
layup line now.
Weisbrod can't get off the initial shot. He'll go back up. He'll miss that one. Yeah. And the rebound will come down to Rudy Jones.
It wasn't the greatest pass that time by Harris to get him freed up.
Here's Keith Muse for three. And that's no good. DeAndre Frank with the rebound. Now, nice footwork there from Freddie Williams. Will get the easy bucket.
Yeah, he's having himself a great ball game.
And Bossier Parish, just all they're doing is launching threes right now.
And we talked about that. That is just a recipe for disaster in this conference.
And Muse will knock that one down.
And we talked about it's just really a lot of individual play. That's great when you make some of those threes in volume.
50 to should be 50 to 30. And that's going to be a walk.
Yeah, it's a step there by Harris trying to get rid of the basketball. Very fortunate there. 7th turnover against Lamar State.
So it'll be Bossier Parish basketball. As Lamar State has.
And again, if you're Lamar State, you don't want to let Bossier Parish get a run here to climb down this lead right now at 20.
Almost off the leg. That time was Stokes. Now Muse looking for the drive. Muse throws it up. Good defense there. And they're going to call
DeAndre Frank on the push. Wow.
Frank will pick up his third.
And so it'll be a 1-and-1. They called on the rebound that time, and they'll send Dracalius Williams to the line.
So he'll get credit for the offensive rebound off the miss from Muse. He'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Free throw off the back iron, no good. And the rebound comes down to Albright.
And free throw line has not been kind to the Bossier Parish Cavaliers.
Haven't been anywhere has been kind in this half to the Bossier Parish. Oh, nice looking to Weisbrod, but he'll miss the layup, but he draws the fouls. Williams.
That was an NBA call. If he made the basket, I don't think they called the foul there, but because he missed it and he was tipped across the arm, that's why the foul was called, and it'll be 2 free throws.
In fact, they'll call that one on Rudy Jones instead, his first. Now double bonus for the remaining 4 minutes of the half, 3:53 to be exact. Free throw no good for White. And both teams struggling from the free throw line. Weisbrod now 2 out of 6. One more for Weisbrod. He can make it a 21-point lead for Lamar State. Second free throw, no good again. Rebounded by Williams. He's having a good half on the boards. Stokes looks to penetrate. Gives it back out to Muse. He's going to pull up for a long, deep two, no good. And they're going to say out of bounds. I look like DeAndre Frank had look like a little bit of contact there from Williams.
Yeah, really Williams sort of forced the contact there on the rebound.
And it'll be Cavaliers to inbound Muse. And they're going to call DeAndre Frank away from the ball on a foul. And he'll pick up his 4th.
And that'll be team foul number 9 against Lamar State. So it'll be a 1-and-1.
So now Rutledge will have to come in, and they may not have DeAndre Frank for a good portion of the second half with the 4 fouls. Remember, they're only dressing 8 players for this ball game with Both Brodojcic and Senegar nursing injuries.
Well, you also got Rutledge and Diawara who can play extended minutes here, so not as bad of an issue at this point for the Seahawks.
Free throw is up and good. That wasn't pretty from Kentrell Hardy.
It sort of worked its way in.
As a team, Bossier Parish only shooting 57%. Hardy is one of the better foul shooters at 80%. I mean, you look at the numbers, there's nothing offensively Bossier Parish does well. Second free throw off the front iron, no good. Albright with another rebound. He has his 6th of the half. We'll go quickly the other way. Driving and pull-up jumper by Harris is going to be no good. Williams with the rebound. Williams has had a nice half here. That'll be a turnover on Bossier Parish, their 14th of the half. Berkelius Williams has had a nice half so far for Bossier Parish. He and Kelly have been the two bright spots for the Cavaliers. A chance for Lamar State to add to this 19-point lead. Almost stolen away from Rutledge. And Rutledge steps through and then throws it to nobody. Trying to save it, not able to get there is Albright.
And really what Rutledge did was he picked up his dribble in a position to where he couldn't control the play through the defender.
So Hardy will inbounds now to Stokes as we get ready for a fresh 5 to come in for the Cavaliers. Stokes looks for the kick out pass to Hardy. Hardy dribbling through traffic, brings it out. And that's still great anticipation there by Harris. And he'll get it ahead, and this will be an easy lay for, nope. But Rutledge will go to the free throw line.
And another NBA foul call there. That ball goes, they don't call the foul.
And once again, a turnover leading to a transition opportunity for Lamar State.
But a missed opportunity once again for Lamar State, and they've had a chance to probably push this lead up to 30 at halftime. Still plenty of time on the clock, both ways.
Foul called on Stokes, his first. So it'll be Chase Rutledge going to the free throw line. On the season, the freshman only shooting at 44%, but he's only had 9 opportunities, 4 out of 9.
Limited.
Yeah, got more playing time as the season has gone on. He's responded with some pretty good shooting, but he'll miss the free throw. With both teams struggling mightily from the free throw line.
Yeah, I think both teams are well under 50%, or maybe closer to 40%.
4 of 12, 33% for Lamar State. Can you imagine if they only made half of those misses? Have us lead up close to 25. As it is, it's a 19-point lead. Rutledge's second free throw is good.
That looked good on the second one, just out of rhythm on the first. First points in a while for Lamar State.
Head quickly to Kyle Gilbert. He looks for the drive. Gilbert spins in the lane. He walked. And he'll kick it out to Banks for 3. That one won't go. Rebound comes down to Albright.
And Lamar State needs to value the possessions a little bit more. They've tried to look for fast breaks, not been able to capitalize with those.
Harris looking for a screen from Weisbrod. They'll go into the corner to Rutledge. Rutledge can shoot from there, but he'll miss this one. But a good job by Albright to fall and get the offensive rebound. We're going into Weisbrod. Weisbrod got it partially blocked away and going up in traffic.
Wow.
Weisbrod can sit on shot back. He'll put it up and in.
That's where he is so good, just able to get back up off the glass and get that shot to fall.
Trying to go inside. Shot no good. Rebound tipped out to Rutledge. Off the miss that time from Kelly. Now back out to Harris. Transition 3 is good. Nice kick out from Rutledge. He'll find Harris, who continues to light it up here offensively with 17 points.
And this is the highest scoring first half of the season in a conference game for Lamar State.
Gilbert let it fly, and another rebound for Albright. Right now Albright just eating glass. Now he's going to pull up for 3, and off the front iron, no good. And a rebound down to Gilbert.
Pushed to a 25-point lead now. And
pull up 3 from Kelly. That's a heat check shot right there. And a rebound, another rebound for Albright.
And they have not been hot enough to have that kind of a heat check 3.
Well, other than Kelly. That's his first miss from the arc. Cross court, Rutledge. Rutledge out top to Weisbrod. And Gilbert coming around.
Wow.
And
that's just
the second hack right there finally gets the whistle.
Just not a good foul. You're 25 feet from the basket. What are you going to do defensively there?
So it's going to be Colton Weisbrod back at the line, and he has struggled. This is the one area where he has really 2 out of 7 from the line. He has 14 points in the half, and he makes that one.
But he will go to the line and make some in a row to sort of even that number out. It's just very inconsistent.
About a 60% shooter for the season. We thought that one in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Banks.
7 in a row for Lamar State here.
Gilbert flips it up and good. A circus shot from Kyle Gilbert.
He thought he got fouled there.
I think he might have had a point. 57-33, long pass ahead to Albright. And Albright will walk it across the timeline as we approach a minute left to go in the first half. Back to Rutledge. Chase Rutledge. As Weisbrod will go on the baseline. Looking to face up now, drive. And goes over the left hand, lays it in.
That's a strong move by Weisbrod, going to the left hand and using the glass.
17 now for Weisbrod. And it's a 26-point lead for Lamar State, 59-33. Now ball is stolen away. That is another, this time by Rutledge. He'll go, in fact, he'll leave it off for Harris. So a nice unselfish play by Rutledge.
This is something Rocky French has seen way too many times this year as Lamar State's opened up a 28-point lead.
Now this is a sequel about the 5th time in conference play, as a 30-second timeout taken here by Bossier Parish as we'll take a quick break on PSN Sports.
Hi, welcome to Raising Cane's. You know Cane's is all about one love. It's chicken fingers that are always fresh, never ever frozen. A friendly crew, a fun atmosphere, and a perfect chicken finger meal every time. That is one love. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers.
Because play might be the best way to fight obesity.
Because staying connected makes my family stronger.
Because a safe place after school can lead to success in school.
Because physical activity is vital to my...
And back live from the Parker Center. And we have a foul picked up by Colton Weisbrod, his second.
And that's the one thing you got to be very mindful of if you're Lamar State. Don't want to pick up a lot of foolish fouls here closing out this half, because you are limited to the number of bodies you have. And so Weisbrod's going to take a seat now as Yelich will come back in.
So Gilbert to the free throw line. Update from Lufkin. Angelina up on halftime over Tyler, 34-31.
And I think they got to wait for the substitution. They got to shoot one. They got to shoot the first free throw since it's a shooting foul, and then Yelich can check in. So they can't come in before the first shot is taken.
So Zelich now at the scorer's table, ready to check in. Free throw by Gilbert is an air ball.
Wow. These teams are setting back James Naismith's game 100 years back, 150 years back to the peach basket right now. They wouldn't have to worry about having to broom.
Lamar State. This is 2 out of 10 for Bossier. They've had some bad misses. That one missed it long.
And I think there's going to be a lane violation to give them one more. So another chance to mess it up.
I don't know why he's shooting. It may take him 5 shots to get one.
And it's just sad because it's just a lost art of the game. The free throw line is something that it's a free throw.
And Gilbert misses.
And another lane violation.
No. Now you hear the frustration of the fans. But
now you got 4 to make 1. It's an old NBA rule, the 3 to make 2.
Now you got, I think Albright was the guilty party that time, as Zelich is now in the ball game. Here's the free throw from Gilbert, and he finally gets one to go.
I think it's more of a consolation there that he knocked that one down.
61-34. Lamar State can go for the final shot of the half if they so desire. There's Williams. We'll leave it back to Harris at the midcourt logo. Jordan Harris getting the play from his head coach, Lance Madison. We'll work it over to the left side. Now changes hands with the dribble. He's going to launch a long 3, no good. And the ball rebounded by Antoine Baker. And that'll be the end of the half, as Gilbert won't be able to get the shot off before the buzzer. And that's the end of the first half. All Lamar State as the home team with a 27-point lead here at the half. It's Lamar State 61 and Bossier Parish 34 on the Premier Sports Network.
Some things are just better left to the pros. That's why Genghis Grill now offers chef-crafted bowls for only $8.99. Order right from your table or take over and build your own at Genghis Grill.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable. I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
I work full time. I have 2 children. I'm on the go constantly. So having affordable products to buy for our children is priceless. I have a family of 4, so every penny counts.
Every minute counts when you're trying to get the kids home and then, ready for school the next day.
The biggest thing with this place is it's very convenient. I enjoy shopping here.
Football fans, with a Raising Cane's tailgate on the table, this meal is going into overtime. The first overall pick for any game comes piled high with hot, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers and totally dippable cane sauce. So let's hear the stats. That's 100 chicken fingers, 100% premium, and 100% delicious. And with cold, refreshing jugs of lemonade and sweet tea also coming straight out of Raising Cane's, well, let's just say that's a full roster of flavor. Raising Cane's, one love.
Everyone knows that some things are just better left to the pros. Take motivational speaking.
I don't know.
The same goes for bowls at Genghis Grill, which is why we now offer chef-made bowls like compound chicken for only $8.99. Skip the line and order a bowl right from your table, or take matters into your own hands and build your own. The new $8.99 featured bowls at Genghis Grill. Seize control.
Everything in the Lone Star State is big. Now your Texas State Farm agents are offering Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40%. Visit one of the 1,400 State Farm agents in Texas and let one of them tell you about auto insurance discounts. See a Good Neighbor State Farm agent today to see how switching to State Farm for Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40% can lead to Texas-size discounts for you.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is
Discounts only apply to certain coverages.
Located in the heart of Conroe, Don Peak Motor Company is your place for the real, genuine hometown deal. Whether you need a car, truck, or SUV, fast and easy credit terms are available on the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. Go by and see the gang at Don Peak Motor Company, located in downtown Conroe at 128 Frazier, 2 blocks south of Highway 105, or call Mark or Barbara on their toll-free line at 936-441-2111. Don Peak Motor Company, your hometown pre-owned vehicle dealer.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable. I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
I work full time. I have 2 children. I'm on the go constantly. So having affordable products to buy for our children is priceless. I have a family of 4, so every penny counts.
Every minute counts when you're trying to get the kids home and then, ready for school the next day.
The biggest thing with this place is it's very convenient. I enjoy shopping here.
Everyone knows that some things are just better left to the pros. Take skydiving instructors.
So I think you just jump and pull one of these cord thingies.
The same goes for bowls at Genghis Grill, which is why we now offer chef-made bowls like compound chicken for only $8.99. Skip the line and order a bowl right from your table, or take matters into your own hands and build your own. The new $8.99 featured bowls at Genghis Grill. Seize control.
Football fans, with a Raising Cane's tailgate on the table, this meal is going into overtime. The first overall pick for any game comes piled high with hot, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers and totally dippable cane sauce. So let's hear the stats. That's 100 chicken fingers, 100% premium, and 100% delicious. And with cold, refreshing jugs of lemonade and sweet tea also coming straight out of Raising Cane's, well, let's just say that's a full roster of flavor. Raising Cane's, one love.
Veolia is the leading global provider of environmental solutions. By improving energy efficiency, better managing water and wastewater, and recovering resources from waste, we're supporting business and industry while protecting our Gulf Coast in a responsible way. And just like Port Arthur's Lamar State College, Veolia has a passion for excellence, helping more than 30,000 businesses and 550 communities with their environmental needs. Today, Veolia is resourcing the world for a better tomorrow. Learn more at veolianorthamerica.com.
Located in the heart of Conroe, Don Peak Motor Company is your place for the real, genuine hometown deal. Whether you need a car, truck, or SUV, fast and easy credit terms are available on the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. Go by and see the gang at Don Peak Motor Company, located in downtown Conroe at 128 Frazier, 2 blocks south of Highway 105, or call Mark or Barbara on their toll-free line at 936-441-2111. Don Peak Motor Company, your hometown pre-owned vehicle dealer.
Some things are just better left to the pros. That's why Genghis Grill now offers chef-crafted bowls for only $8.99. Order right from your table or take over and build your own at Genghis Grill.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable.
I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
I work full time. I have 2 children. I'm on the go constantly. So having affordable products to buy for our children is priceless.
I have a family of 4, so every penny counts.
Every minute counts when you're trying to get the kids home and then, ready for school the next day.
The biggest thing with this place is it's very convenient. I enjoy shopping here.
Football fans, with a Raising Cane's tailgate on the table, this meal is going into overtime. The first overall pick for any game comes piled high with hot, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers and totally dippable cane sauce. So let's hear the stats. That's 100 chicken fingers, 100% premium, and 100% delicious. And with cold, refreshing jugs of lemonade and sweet tea also coming straight out of Raising Cane's, well, let's just say that's a full roster of flavor. Raising Cane's, one love.
Everyone knows that some things are just better left to the pros. Take motivational speaking.
I don't know.
The same goes for bowls at Genghis Grill, which is why we now offer chef-made bowls like compound chicken for only $8.99. Skip the line and order a bowl right from your table, or take matters into your own hands and build your own. The new $8.99 featured bowls at Genghis Grill. Seize control.
Everything in the Lone Star State is big. Now your Texas State Farm agents are offering Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40%. Visit one of the 1,400 State Farm agents in Texas and let one of them tell you about auto insurance discounts. See a Good Neighbor State Farm agent today to see how switching to State Farm for Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40% can lead to Texas-size discounts for you.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is
Discounts only apply to certain coverages.
Located in the heart of Conroe, Don Peak Motor Company is your place for the real genuine hometown deal. Whether you need a car, truck, or SUV, fast and easy credit terms are available on the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. Go by and see the gang at Don Peak Motor Company, located in downtown Conroe at 128 Frazier, 2 blocks south of Highway 105, or call Mark or Barbara on their toll-free line at 936-441-2111. Don Peak Motor Company, your hometown pre-owned vehicle dealer.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable.
I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
I work full time. I have 2 children. I'm on the go constantly. So having affordable products to buy for our children is priceless.
I have a family of 4, so every penny counts.
Every minute counts when you're trying to get the kids home and then, ready for school the next day.
The biggest thing with this place is it's very convenient. I enjoy shopping here.
Everyone knows that some things are just better left to the pros. Take skydiving instructors.
So I think you just jump and pull one of these cord thingies.
The same goes for bowls at Genghis Grill, which is why we now offer chef-made bowls like compound chicken for only $8.99. Skip the line and order a bowl right from your table, or take matters into your own hands and build your own. The new $8.99 featured bowls at Genghis Grill. Seize control.
And back live here from the Parker Center. Let's give you the first half scoring for the Bossier Parish Cavaliers. They were led by Alden Kelly Jr. with 12, 6 for Kyle Gilbert, 4 points for Rashad Jones, 3 for Keith Muse, 2 points apiece for Antoine Baker, Chris Freeman, J.C. Banks, and Chris Williams, and 1 point in the half for Kentrell Hardy. 3 players in double figures for Lamar State, led by Jordan Harris with 19. Colton Weisbrot had 17. Freddie Williams Jr. with 11. 9 for Mambi Diawara. 2 points apiece for Christian Albright and DeAndre Frank. And 1 point in the half for Chase Rutledge. Again, we are at halftime. 61-34. It's all Lamar State. We'll come back with the start of the second half on the Premier Sports Network.
Football fans, with a Raising Cane's tailgate on the table, this meal is going into overtime. The first overall pick for any game comes piled high with hot, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers and totally dippable cane sauce. So let's hear the stats. That's 100 chicken fingers, 100% premium, and 100% delicious. And with cold, refreshing jugs of lemonade and sweet tea also coming straight out of Raising Cane's, well, let's just say that's a full roster of flavor. Raising Cane's, one love.
Veolia is the leading global provider of environmental solutions. By improving energy efficiency, better managing water and wastewater, and recovering resources from waste, we're supporting business and industry while protecting our Gulf Coast in a responsible way. And just like Port Arthur's Lamar State College, Veolia has a passion for excellence, helping more than 30,000 businesses and 550 communities with their environmental needs. Today, Veolia is resourcing the world for a better tomorrow. Learn more at veolianorthamerica.com.
Located in the
And quick look at the leading rebounders in the half. You had 10 rebounds from Chris Williams from Bossier Parish. Lamar State led by Albright with 10 rebounds. Leading the way in assists in the first half. You had Jones, Kelly, Stokes, and Williams each with 1 assist for Bossier Parish. And Rutledge led the way with 3 assists for Lamar State. Williams and Diawara with 2 apiece. And Albright led the way with 3 block shots. You had 8 Lamar State turnovers leading to 5 Bossier Parish points, and Bossier Parish turned the ball over 16 times. That led to 19 Lamar State points. And an update from Beeville, Coastal Bend trailing at halftime against Trinity Valley, 47-28. Of course, we'll see Trinity Valley against both Lamar State and Lee College coming up within the next week, as it'll be Lamar State making the trip up on Wednesday night, then Lee on Monday, the 11th of January, will make the trip up to Cardinal Gymnasium. So it will be Bossier Parish basketball to start the second half as Gilbert takes the 3, looks to get around Weisbrod, and a holding foul on Weisbrod, his 3rd.
Big early foul there against Colton Weisbrod, something you don't want to get him in as distance foul trouble here.
First team foul of the second half. They'll go inside on the post. Noel gets it back out to Kelly. He'll step into a 3 on the side iron, no good, and rebounded by Diawara.
And other than Kelly, everybody has been pretty much horrific from the 3-point line for Bossier Parish.
As it'll be Diawara bringing it up, guarded by Kentrell Hardy.
Diawara getting the start here in the second half for Frank with the 4 fouls.
As Harris looks for the drive and almost walked with it. Was able to get off to Albright. Albright gets around a defender going baseline. He'll kick it out. Freddie Williams Jr. for the 3. Open, good. Nice kick out pass from Albright. Now we'll find Freddie Williams Jr. for his second 3 of the game.
Yeah, possession that didn't look great for Lamar State for the most part of it.
Had a good conversation with the head coach of the Nederland Bulldogs, Brian English. His team coming off a win this afternoon over Vider, coming over to see 2 of his former stars, Colton Weisbrod and DeAndre Frank, playing here for Lamar State. Always good to catch up with the coach of the Bulldogs. What a job he's done turning that Nederland program around. As driving inside, nice drive by Kelly. He'll get the layup. Got a big week next week, though. He plays both Ozen and Central. I think he gets Central on the home floor.
And he's going to be one of those teams, Nederland Bulldogs, going to be involved in that race there to try to get in the postseason.
Nice drive by DOR. He's now in double figures with 11. That's 4 Seahawks now in double figures. 66-36. Look for the drive, turnaround jumper, no good. And rebound coming down to Freddie Williams Jr. off the miss from Baker.
And not a lot of offensive rebounds in this ball game for Bossier Parish.
DOR kicks out to Williams. Nice extra pass. Albright from the top for 3. Yeah, good.
That's a great look right there and an unselfish pass up at the top by Williams.
First 3 of the game for Albright. And it's 69-36 on the drive. Kelly floater won't go. And a rebound down to DOR. His 5th of the game. We'll get it ahead. Williams back out to Harris. He'll shoot the 3. Good.
Yeah, they are just moving the ball so well right now. And now they have doubled up the Bossier Parish Cavaliers.
On the drive, Hardy had it blocked, but a foul is going to be whistled, I think, on Albright.
Yeah, another late whistle there.
It looks like they're going to call it instead on Diawara. Well, in fact, it is going to be on Diawara, his 2nd.
Team foul number 2 for Lamar State here in the half.
This is just not a good look for a conference team. It's just not competitive with the other teams. It's a free throw, no good for Hardy.
And you couldn't say that against Bossier Parish the last couple of years. They've been right there in the mix.
Yeah, that's the troubling thing is that Joe St. Andre did a good job building a competitive team, but this year's team has taken an enormous step backwards. You wonder how much that is affected by the health concerns of Coach St. Andre. Second free throw. This one is good for Hardy. He's 2 out of 4 at the line. 73.
And that's one of the better free throw shooters so far for Bossier Parish in this game.
Yeah, he's 80% shooter on the year, but as a team, they're under 60%. Yeah, I think the scoreboard has it. Well, it should be 72-37 because they gave their point to Lamar State.
And then Lamar State with the turnover, their first of the half.
9th of the game. So again, should be 72-37. Inbounds to Muse. He'll fire up a 3. That one's no good and rebounded by Weisbrod. On the other way, and Albright trying to go behind the back and couldn't connect with Williams.
Why? There's no reason to rush that play. All he's going to do is catch it and wait for Williams to come down the wing, and Williams is going to have an easy layup there.
Yeah, it's with the basketball, Stokes. I'll leave it for Muse. He's looking for any opportunity to shoot here. And it's taken away. Here's Weisbrod on the drive. Weisbrod kicks up, nice look to Jordan Harris for the easy deuce.
And that's just baskets that we've seen Bossier Parish give up this year. Just too many easy looks like that within 2 feet.
They're going to go inside. Stokes won't get the shot to go. Williams with the rebound. And looking underneath and going up for the shot. Up and in will be Freeman. And it should be actually 74-39. Oh, nice look ahead. That's going to be an easy layup. Great look from Jordan Harris as he finds the streaking Weisbrod going right to the basket. 19 now in the ball game for Weisbrod. And that's going to be a foul on Weisbrod. That's number 4. He's asking, what did I do? But he's the second Seahawk to pick up 4 fouls.
And with a limited bench, they only have one player they can really substitute, with Frank and now Weisbrod with 4. Chase Rutledge is pretty much all the bench you have right now.
Zelich just checked in. They'll go underneath. Look for the post up, and Williams steps through, goes up, misses the shot, but he'll be fouled. 77-39 as a foul is called on Albright, his second.
And you really got to start watching those fouls now.
That is the 4th team foul already against Lamar State. That free throw way off by, wow. Not just the missed free throws, they missed them off to the side. They've had air balls.
It looks like the free throw shooting's still on vacation after the holiday.
This team, look about the percentages, not a great free throw shooting team to begin with. Second one's up and good.
Sort of shoots it like a knuckleball there as it comes out.
77-40. And 5-second call. Turnover number 3 of the half on Lamar State. Right now, if you're Lance Massey, you always see your team get sloppy with the basketball. They'll go the inbounds pass to Stokes. They'll leave it back over for Freeman. Freeman looks for the drive. Penetrate shot, no good. Rebounded. Zelich going up for the rebound, went to the floor. He'll keep it alive. Now Harris looking to get it up. Harris, nice move there. Oh, nice pass.
Wow.
Zelich streaking all the way to the basket.
Yeah, once he broke the defense down, that was going to be an easy look there for Yelich coming on the far side.
Which is great ball handling as Rudy Jones going to fire up a 3 from about 35 feet. No good. Williams with the rebound. He's played a nice ball game. The pass almost a steal there. There goes Jones. He'll get the easy layup. Rudy Jones.
Yeah, you don't want to commit a foul there if you're Albright coming over.
Here's Diawara, and he gets pushed. It looked like that was number 20. Freeman on the foul.
And what we don't want is a relegated foul shooting situation down this game.
Number 1 on Freeman. That's the first team foul of the second half on Bossier Parish. Some updates. Blinn 44-43 in a back and forth game against Kilgore. That's about 4 minutes into the second half. And Tyler, close one against Angelina, 56-54. That's on the road at Shands Gymnasium to Angelina. But further update, Angelina now has a 4-point lead with 7 minutes left to play. Here's a long 3 from Diawara, good. Harris gets another assist, his 4th of the 82-42. On the drive, Williams has it rejected by Albright, rebounded by Harris. They're going to lob it up, that's Williams for the dunk. As Albright on the other end got the 3-pointer launched by Muse. That's all he does. Anywhere half court, he's going to shoot it, and he ain't a good enough. He shoots it kind of like Corey Brewer. Shoots it anywhere from inside the arc, and he's not a good enough shooter to justify that as the ball knocked out of bounds. 84-42, as this has devolved kind of the way the Lee game did.
But it was a dunk fest over at Lee. They were really getting into the defense, and it's 2 on 9.
They probably had 10 dunks just in the second half.
And Lamar State just not that type of team that will go that much up tempo.
But Williams skies off the look from Harris. That's 18 for Williams. 86-42. Kick out pass, another 3. This one no good. And a rebound down to Albright. As that was Freeman missing the 3.
Good look.
Zelich, nice look, and a shot's going to be blocked away, though. Nice block that time from Peyton Larry. And we'll have a foul called
on Diawara.
Number 3 on Mambi Diawara. And timeout, a 30-second timeout taken by Lance Madison.
Yeah, I think he wants to talk about the official back after this.
Some things are just better left to the pros. That's why Genghis Grill now offers chef-crafted bowls for only $8.99. Order right from your table or take over and build your own at Genghis Grill.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable.
I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
Shot is up and good at time by Freeman. Six points in the ball game now for Freeman. Diawara look on the baseline now. Nice look into Zelich, but don't miss the layup. And a rebound taken down by Kelly. Kelly looks for the drive. He'll leave it over for Freeman. Freeman goes up in traffic, up over Zelich. No good, gets his own rebound. Goes back up, misses the shot. And a rebound taken by Diawara. And we have a turnover in the backcourt against the Seahawks. And nice look from Williams as he'll find Kentrell Hardy.
And Diawara's had trouble handling the basketball so far in this ball game.
82-49. And they finally got the score correct.
And they added the point they needed to.
Here's a jumper from the elbow, in and out for Albright, rebounded by Peyton Larry. Ball almost stolen away by Diawara. Nice pass underneath, and Williams will get the reverse layup. Nice look from Freeman to find Williams. 82-51. And
I think the shot clock was late starting.
Yeah. And we're looking for the media time. We'll take the media time.
Well, now if they have the dead ball, we'll take the media timeout. We'll take it with them.
13:07 left to go in the ball game. All Lamar State, 82-51 on PSN Sports.
The rustic Pine Tree Lodge on Taylor's Bayou in LaBelle serves up marvelous meals and wholesome family fun 6 days a week. On the weekends, kick up your heels to live music on the Pine Tree's gigantic patio. Enjoy some of the best seafood steaks and burgers in Southeast Texas while taking in the beauty of the bayou. The Miller family has spent over 30 years perfecting Pine Tree favorites like chicken fried steak, fried shrimp, and shrimp and grits. They also have a boat launch for all types of boating or fishing. The Pine Tree Lodge, where the road ends and the fun begins.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Tisher, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon. If you have a sports injury, you need to see an orthopedic sports medicine specialist to get the right diagnosis, right treatment, right now. We offer same-day appointments, so see the real experts today.
And back live as Lamar State will have the basketball. Jordan Harris.
We don't think the score is exactly right now. We're going by what the scoreboard says.
82-51 says on the scoreboard.
We think it's 84-48.
Here's Jordan Harris from way downtown, no good. And rebounded by Williams.
And probably not the exact thing you wanted coming out of timeout if you're Lamar State.
And he'll kick it out to Hardy for the three. That's in and out, no good. And the offensive rebound comes down to Williams, and he got blocked away by Zelich.
Yeah, one of the rare offensive rebounds for Bossier Parish in the ball game.
Well, they've been getting offensive rebounds. It's been Williams, number 35, doing it. There's another three. This one no good. That's Hardy, and the rebound comes down to Zelich.
This is just a three-point happy team, and they're not good enough. It's like a Houston Rockets nightmare every night.
A lot of X's in this three-point column for Bossier Parish for misses. trying to get Zelich inside. He'll make the catch. He'll go up in traffic. Had it blocked away by Larry.
Good job, grabbing the rebound, but still plenty of time on the clock.
Here's a three-pointer up, no good from Freddie Williams, and rebounded by Chris Williams. And looping it up is Alden Kelly. Shot goes up and rebounded by Albright.
And Lamar State slowing this game down dramatically with a foul situation. They don't want to be in any kind of hurry here.
12 minutes left to play.
This game right now plenty in hand with a 31-point lead.
And
that's a foul on a 4-point play.
4-point play for Rutledge.
Rutledge flashing out there in the defense late getting there.
And Rocky French has his hands on his hips. What are you doing?
Yeah, you go out and cover. You don't go out in contact.
And that foul is on Peyton Larry, his third. So Rutledge a chance for a 4-point play. We'll go right now with the scoreboard, 85-51. Free throw rolls in and out, no good. And another rebound for Chris Williams.
Well, what we'll check is the official book at the end of the game.
We'll look inside. Now back out to Kelly. Kelly trying to get around a screen. Hardy on the baseline going inside and shot in and out, no good. Williams trying to get the rebound. And instead it came down to Noel. On the drive up and in is Alden Kelly Jr. (85-53).
And Kelly's had a good ball game, 16 points.
Now look inside for Zelich. How about nice look that time, another assist for Harris. Yes.
Yeah, and he led him perfectly to the rim. He's able to catch that in one motion and lay it up off the glass.
That's 4 points down for Zelich, 87-53. Over to Kelly. He's going to fire it up from near the bench and hit the three.
He has parking lot range.
And he launched that one from Port Neches and knocked it down. 87-56. Working over to Rutledge here, left wing. Out top Harris. Over to Williams. Nice look inside. Albright got fouled as he got Chris Williams on the little pump fake. And Chris Williams will pick up his first foul.
And Bossier Parish done a good job in the second half not committing as many fouls. They struggle with their numbers in the first half.
There's a third team foul on the Cavaliers. Get into the corner. Nice look inside to Zelich trying to post up. He'll go up with the left hand. No good, but got
fouled.
Coming over, looked like that time was Dadrion Noel, number 21, on the foul for Bossier Parish. In fact, they'll call that again on Williams, so back-to-back fouls on Williams. He'll pick up his second. At the line, Marco Zelich. On the year, Zelich shooting at 20% from the free throw line, 3 out of 15. So 15 feet 6 inches has not been his favorite spot on the floor. He'll roll that one in and out, no good.
Yeah, it looks like he's sort of pushing the ball instead of shooting it. I mean, that's a lack of confidence going to the line.
Another foul from 19-6A Strike Jesuit knocks off Katie Taylor in district opener, 58-43. Nice win for Dominic Amorosa's club. He traveled to Washington, D.C. for a tournament over the post-Christmas. As Zelich gets 1 out of 2, 88-56. Gilbert with the basketball. Goes back out to Hardy. Now Freeman, pull-up jumper is going to be in, out, and in.
Yeah,
in fact, that is Baker. And Rutledge hits the deck. And I think he got fouled.
Yeah, it'll be 5 team fouls now on Bossier Parish. And the technical foul's called, so they'll call that what is considered basically a flagrant 1 there. So they'll assess the technical against Christian Freeman.
He'll pick up his second personal foul. So going to the line, Albright. And the free throw rims in and out, no good.
Lance Madison, all I can do over there is just look at it and sort of have a wry grin on his face because this team has just struggled mildly from the line. And very fortunate this game's not a lot closer than it is.
1 out of 2 for Albright.
I think that was a frustration foul there that was called the technical.
So Lamar State with the basketball.
31-point lead. They've had as much as a 40-point lead in this game.
As Harris with the basketball. We'll go with the elbow jumper from Freddie Williams. That's in and out. No good. Zelich battling for the rebound. He'll come down to Alden Kelly Jr. He'll throw it ahead and gets the pass down. That's going to be an easy deuce as Freeman will find Baker cutting to the basket. Zelich goes inside. Albright rather. He'll miss the shot. He got hammered. And Lance Madison walking down to the end of the court asking where's the foul.
Probably not a good thing he got fouled, though. He'd probably be better off trying to make a shot instead of going to the free throw line the way it's been going for Lamar State in this game.
Update, Angelina's now pushed to a 10-point lead with about 4 minutes left to play over Tyler. And Kilgore 47-46 over Blinn. As a free throw or shot no good from Albright, and the rebound by Alden Kelly Jr.
And that's a Tyler team for Coach Mike Marquis that's really struggled in conference so far.
And then they got to Kentrell Hardy. Hardy over to Kelly. The corner to Gilbert and fumbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, bad pass at the feet of Gilbert and it just rolls away and a missed opportunity to try to cut into the lead.
Just the second turnover of the half for Bossier Parish, so they've cleaned that part of the game up.
Lamar State can build their biggest lead of the ball game with a basket here. Up 39. And if you can say a game hadn't been that close, you can say this game pretty much has been that same number.
Here's Albright for three. Good.
Step back three right there, able to size that one up, and the defense just nowhere near Albright on the shot.
92-60, 32-point lead. We'll check the math there. It was a 29-point lead.
Or 29-point lead, up 32.
And Stokes looking inside, ball poked away by Harris. Another steal. I believe that's 6 steals in the game for Harris. Then throws it off the hands of Williams.
And Williams looking to pass the ball to Zelich coming down the lane right there. Had him streaking down the middle and sort of like a wide receiver took his eye off the ball before he caught it.
So here come the Cavaliers as it will be Stokes to bring it up. Into the corner to Gilbert. Won't take the three. He'll go cross court to Baker. He'll work it around now to Stokes. He'll fake. He'll drive. Go around Albright. Miss the layup. And the rebound man. Stokes will get his own rebound. He'll leave it for Baker for the three.
That is what they do. They love that three-point line.
And so it is.
But the three-point line does not love them.
Here is a long three from Rutledge. That one's off the front iron, no good. And the rebound coming down to Baker.
And that's not you want the shot you want that early in the clock.
Into the corner to Gilbert. They'll go underneath. Looking for the post-up move. The little turnaround by Freeman is no good. And rebounded by Freddie Williams Jr.
And that's the first time we've seen them have a concentrated effort to go into the post.
That ball poked away, and Lance Madison could not like the number of turnovers. There's a foul as a reach by Albright. If it was the NBA, that might have been a clear path to the basket foul.
But we don't have that in college, thank God, and that's a 16 foul against Lamar State.
That is number 3 on Albright.
And again, if this game was a little closer, you might have to worry if you're Lamar State with the foul trouble you had so far and the limited bench.
You think if they're playing anybody other than Lamar, other than Bossier Parish, is a very close or game, or Lamar State might be trailing with all the missed free throws. And another foul. That one's going to be whistled.
Marco Yelich.
And Zelich picks up his first.
2 free throws coming up for Freeman. Remind you, Lamar State will be on the road at Cardinal Gymnasium Wednesday night. 7 o'clock tip, 6:30 pregame show from Athens, Texas.
Free throw, you could hear how loudly that ran off the back iron.
You thought it was going to stick on the back iron and just sort of roll back in.
One more coming here for Freeman. That one rattles and goes. 7 in the ball game for Freeman. 92-64.
And again, the free throw shooting numbers in this ball game have been horrible for both teams.
And another turnover by Lamar State. And he'll get it ahead. Muse will lay it up and in.
And Diawara sort of laying back there after the turnover, didn't get back on defense. And then turns it over on the inbound. Wow.
You hear Lance Madison very loudly once a time. He's not liking what he's seeing right now the last couple of minutes.
Well, they're still running the game clock right now, and I'm not sure why. It should be 7:20 as we'll take a break and come back live after this on PSN.
Merry Christmas from all of us at Mid-County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
As a special gift to you, we are giving a $500 gift card with every purchase.
From our family to yours.
Have a Merry Christmas and a blessed 2016.
Because play might be the best way to fight obesity.
Because staying connected makes my family stronger.
Because a safe place after school can lead to success in school.
Because physical activity is vital to my health and well-being.
Because I need to make my world better.
Because playing team sports teaches character and social skills.
Because we need each other.
Because we need each other.
Because we need each other.
(92-66) as Lance Madison not happy with his team's sloppy play over about the last 2 minutes. As a spate of turnovers is allowed Bossier Parish to kind of say, here's Muse for a three. That one won't go. And rebounded by Diawara, and it looks like he got fouled.
And not a smart foul right there by Stokes. Tim Stokes coming over with the pushing foul, and he's not going to out-jump Mommy Diawara at 6'6".
Team foul number 6 says.
So both teams will be in the 1-1 for the final 7-10. Well, next that ball will get us the under 14.
I'll say this. You know when Keith Muse is getting the basketball, it's going up. It's not being passed. Nice drive on the baseline, and that's going to be another Lamar State turnover. That's their 9th turnover of the half.
And that'll take care of the media timeout coming up.
And so we'll take the break here with the score Lamar State 92, Bossier Parish 66 on the Premier Sports Network.
I would say the main reason that I started with Lamar State College Port Arthur was because it was close to home. I like that the classes are a lot smaller. Being that it's a smaller environment, teachers are able to do a lot more one-on-one. Recently, I just did a graphic design internship with a local ad agency. Really cool thing about that was I ended up landing a full-time position with them, and I have Lamar State College to thank for that.
Consider Lamar State College Port Arthur. Success is closer than
The rustic Pine Tree Lodge on Taylor's Bayou in LaBelle serves up marvelous meals and wholesome family fun 6 days a week. On the weekends, kick up your heels to live music on the Pine Tree's gigantic patio. Enjoy some of the best seafood steaks and burgers in Southeast Texas while taking in the beauty of the bayou. The Miller family has spent over 30 years perfecting Pine Tree favorites like chicken fried steak, fried shrimp, and shrimp and grits. They also have a boat launch for all types of boating or fishing. The Pine Tree Lodge, where the road ends and the fun begins.
Back from the media timeout, 26-point game as Lamar State will get the victory. And Lance Madison not happy with his team's about the last 3 minutes of play here. Here's Gilbert on the drive, and he floats it up, no good. Gilbert back taps the rebound out to Muse. As it'll be another chance at fresh shot clock here for Bossier Parish. Long three from Baker, no good. And this time Weisbrod will get the rebound.
And Muse made a pass that time.
Yeah, found the open shooter, but Baker's not able to knock it down. Bounce over to Frank, who's now back on the floor. He had to set out most of his half with the 4 fouls. Rutledge will go cross court to Diawara. Won't take the three, looks for the drive. And nice look underneath. And Rutledge kicks it back out. And here's Zelich for a long two, no good. Weiss brought offensive rebound. His put back won't go. Rebound tipped up. Now come over to Muse. Here's a three-pointer put up. That's going to be up and good from Baker. Nice kick out pass that time from Muse. 92-69, so Bossier Parish has kind of worked their way slowly, playing better basketball here. That ball is going to be turned over, and we go the other way on the drive, and up and no good for Stokes.
That's a push-off foul, too.
Freeman trying to get it pushed off on Diawara.
So now Diawara will walk to the other end for the 1-and-1, and that's a big missed opportunity there for Bossier Parish trying to cut that lead under.
Yeah, Stokes had the layup on the other end, missed, and then the foul on Freeman is his second. In fact, make it number 3 on So Diawara goes to the line for a 1-and-1. 5:33 left to play. Free throw is up and short and rebounded by Freeman.
And these teams just almost walking to the line like they expect to miss every time.
They'll go into the middle. Spinning is Freeman. And goes over a shot up, no good, tipped up. That's going to be basket interference, so that'll be a turnover on Bossier Parish. As good hustle from Baker, but just got it in the cylinder. You got to give Bossier Parish some credit here. They've not folded up their tents. They've played pretty hard here in the second half. But Lamar State has played a really sloppy brand of basketball for most of this half. After about a first 6 minutes, to the last 6 of them, there's an easy layup for DOR.
Well, I think that also the foul situations come into play with not having.
Yeah, they slowed down the tempo.
It's really changed the pace of this game.
Oh, nice look inside as Stokes will find Freeman going to the basket.
You just can't be as aggressive as you normally would with a limited number of players on the bench and then the foul trouble the way you have with 2 players with 4 fouls less than a minute in.
Zelich back out to Frank. Yeah, they're playing guys normally on the floor you wouldn't see in this situation. Shot by DOR, no good.
And it just seems like his game just has not elevated from a freshman year to the sophomore year. He was so dynamic last year, shooting the ball, being able to get to the basket, his athleticism. And this year it just has not translated. He's just the opposite of what we've seen from Freddie Williams Jr.
Freeman picks up number 4.
And it's been a while since we've seen Freddie Williams Jr. on the floor. He's been out for the last few minutes. And we saw Albright getting worked on a cut on his leg during the timeout.
We have our first final. Angelina defeats Tyler at home, 74-71. So nice win for Todd Neighbors and the Roadrunners as the free throw rolls in good for DOR.
And sort of a rise cheer from the crowd.
17 in the ball game for DOR.
Yeah, Lamar State will light the third lamp here, and it's not the first, second, or third time that's happened to Bossier Parish so far this season.
It would be the 5th time in 6 conference games that an opponent has scored 100 against the Cavaliers in conference play. Both free throws good for DOR.
And the only one that didn't was Coastal Bend.
63, a more defensive-oriented game there. 63-55 up at Bossier City. They'll go into the corner now. This is Noel. Now back out to Hardy. He's going to launch a 3 from the top. That's way off the mark. And a battle for the rebound. It's loose on the floor. And a nice hustle there by Zelich to keep it alive. DOR with the dribble. Now back out top. Rutledge thought about the shot, didn't take it. Now here's DOR. He'll drive baseline. He'll go, nice dish inside to Weisbrod. Beautiful look from DOR, finding the cutter Weisbrod. 21 now for Weisbrod on the afternoon. 98-71. Lamar State will improve to 9-5 on the year, 3-3 in conference play. Look for the drive, nice crossover move. Pass inside is going to go off the hands of Noel.
And in fact, they'll be the 10th win of the season for Lamar State. They picked up 2 in the tournament to move to their 9-5 record. So they'll even the record up.
10-5 on the season and 3-3 in conference.
And you would hate to say a team really doesn't have a chance to make the tournament, but this pretty much solidifies Lamar State's position to be able to get into the postseason.
We'll leave it to Rutledge, looking inside for Weisbrod. That ball's going to be poked away. That's the 11th turnover of the half on Lamar State. Nice move going to the basket by Rudy Jones.
Yeah, and Weisbrod a little late getting back defensively that time.
98-73. There'll be a lot to talk about over the next couple of days at practice for Lance Madison. At the last 8 minutes of this game, DOR drives inside. He'll get to the free throw line. That'll be on Rudy Jones, his second. Right now, it's just hard to see where Bossier Parish is going to pick up a victory in conference play. You hate to see a team go 0-19, but you struggle to find out where they're going to win.
Well, one of the chances you had was Coastal Bend, obviously a team that's down this year without Coach Larry Mendez, and then obviously Panola has improved dramatically over a year ago, a team that they had a chance.
The only one I'm thinking in the north is maybe Paris on the home floor. And the second free throw, good, 1 out of 2 for DOR. 99-73, under 3 minutes left to play. And here's a three-pointer launched up and good by J.C. Banks. 99-76. DOR will work the ball up into the front court over to DeAndre Frank. Frank with the dribble, trying to get in the. He's back over to Rutledge. Rutledge jumper from the free throw line is short and rebounded by Hardy. They're in the corner now, be out of bounds. Turnover on Bossier Parish. Lee College will be back in action on Wednesday as they'll travel up to the Hunt Center, take on the Parish Dragons. As Lee still with 3 more games left against the North. They'll play Panola a week from today on the home floor before going to Trinity Valley the following Monday. Here's DeAndre Frank for 3. That one's short. But racing in for the offensive rebound is Rutledge. Another three-pointer put up. This one good by DeAndre Frank as he gets his first from the three-point land.
And the inevitability finally happening.
102-76. That's how you heard the cheer go up as the shot put up no good and rebounded by Diawara, his 9th rebound of the game.
And it doesn't mean free tacos.
Nice look inside, but the shot no good for Weisbrot. I think Weisbrot thought he got hit.
Oh, he did, but the officials' early bowling day tonight.
As Hardy lays it back out to Jones. Now back cross court. Banks won't take the 3. Now he will. And missed that one off the back iron. Weisbrod with the rebound. And Weisbrod will get up on the dribble. Leaves it out for Frank. Former high school teammates connecting, and Frank will miss this one. Long rebound comes down to Hardy. Now back out, Hardy with the dribble. He's going to launch it from way downtown. Off the back iron, no good.
Yeah, he took a couple of more steps out to make it a 25-footer.
Rudy Jones got the rebound in the corner. Under a minute left to play. Just wait for the final here. Here's Rudy Jones from 3, no good. And now a three-pointer put up this time. Hardy hits it.
Yeah, that is all they know.
Some say you give them 7 looks at the rim, they'll finally hit one. As Diawara goes around, he'll be fouled by Rudy Jones.
Why? With 35 seconds left, you don't need to commit that foul and send Diawara to the line.
Kilgore now leading Blinn, which is our former stuff, 69-57. Be a nice win on the road for Brian Hobright's crew as the free throw no good for Diawara. Blinn's been very tough at home. Of course, they had not played a lot. It's almost all stacked up against club teams in the non-conference part of the schedule. Second free throw up and good. See Diawara kind of visibly frustrated with his free throw shooting. Here's Banks for 3. That one's off. Darn, no good. And Diawara with the rebound.
And no hurry here with the shot clock off and under 30 seconds left to play.
As Rutledge working across the timeline. Ball stolen away. And Williams will bring it back out. He'll reset the offense. Over to Jones. Thought about the 3.
Oh, he's going to take it. Unless he just holds it.
Yeah, he'll just go ahead and dribble out the remainder of the clock. And that'll do it here from the Parker Center. That last shot won't count. The final score, the Lamar State Seahawks 103 and the Bossier Parish Cavaliers 79. Back with the postgame show on the Premier Sports Network.
Everyone knows that some things are just better left to the pros. Take motivational speaking.
I don't know.
The same goes for bowls at Genghis Grill, which is why we now offer chef-made bowls like compound chicken for only $8.99. Skip the line and order a bowl right from your table, or take matters into your own hands and build your own. The new $8.99 featured bowls at Genghis Grill. Seize control.
Everything in the Lone Star State is big. Now your Texas State Farm agents are offering Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40%. Visit one of the 1,400 State Farm agents in Texas and let one of them tell you about auto insurance discounts. See a Good Neighbor State Farm agent today to see how switching to State Farm for Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40% can lead to Texas-size discounts for you.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is
Discounts only apply to certain coverages.
Located in the heart of Conroe, Don Peak Motor Company is your place for the real, genuine hometown deal. Whether you need a car, truck, or SUV, fast and easy credit terms are available on the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. Go by and see the gang at Don Peak Motor Company, located in downtown Conroe at 128 Frazier, 2 blocks south of Highway 105, or call Mark or Barbara on their toll-free line at 936-441-2111. Don Peak Motor Company, your hometown pre-owned vehicle dealer.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable.
I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
I work full time. I have 2 children. I'm on the go constantly. So having affordable products to buy for our children is priceless.
I have a family of 4, so every penny counts.
Every minute counts when you're trying to get the kids home and then, ready for school the next day.
The biggest thing with this place is it's very convenient. I enjoy shopping here.
Everyone knows that some things are just better left to the pros. Take skydiving instructors.
So I think you just jump and pull one of these cord thingies.
The same goes for bowls at Genghis Grill, which is why we now offer chef-made bowls like compound chicken for only $8.99. Skip the line and order a bowl right from your table, or take matters into your own hands and build your own. The new $8.99 featured bowls at Genghis Grill. Seize control.
Football fans, with a Raising Cane's tailgate on the table, this meal is going into overtime. The first overall pick for any game comes piled high with hot, fresh, never-ever-frozen chicken fingers and totally dippable cane sauce. So let's hear the stats. That's 100 chicken fingers, 100% premium, and 100% delicious. And with cold, refreshing jugs of lemonade and sweet tea also coming straight out of Raising Cane's, well, let's just say that's a full roster of flavor. Raising Cane's. One love.
Veolia is the leading global provider of environmental solutions. By improving energy efficiency, better managing water and wastewater, and recovering resources from waste, we're supporting business and industry while protecting our Gulf Coast in a responsible way. And just like Port Arthur's Lamar State College, Veolia has a passion for excellence, helping more than 30,000 businesses and 550 communities with their environmental needs. Today, Veolia is resourcing the world for a better tomorrow. Learn more at veolianorthamerica.com.
Located in the heart of Conroe, Don Peak Motor Company is your place for the real, genuine hometown deal. Whether you need a car, truck, or SUV, fast and easy credit terms are available on the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. Go by and see the gang at Don Peak Motor Company, located in downtown Conroe at 128 Frazier, 2 blocks south of Highway 105, or call Mark or Barbara on their toll-free line at 936-441-2111. Don Peak Motor Company, your hometown pre-owned vehicle dealer.
And we have an update from Brenham, 71-62. The Kilgore Rangers with the lead over the Blinn Buccaneers as Kilgore trying to close out and pick up a big road victory over the Blinn Buccaneers. Again, 71-62. Final from earlier today was, I want to scroll down here on the computer. Again, 74-71. Angelina over Tyler. We have not gotten an update from Coastal Bend on the matchup between Coastal Bend and Trinity Valley. It was 46-27. Trinity Valley had the halftime lead. We'll come back to you some of the final stats. We'll also visit with the head coach of the Seahawks, Lance Madison, as your final score here. We're endeavoring to make sure we have an accurate final score, but on the board it says 103-79. So for now, we're going to go with that. 103-79, Lamar State with the victory. Back continuing on the postgame show on the Premier Sports Network.
Some things are just better left to the pros. That's why Genghis Grill now offers chef-crafted bowls for only $8.99. Order right from your table or take over and build your own at Genghis Grill.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
Football fans, with a Raising Cane's tailgate on the table, this meal is going into overtime. The first overall pick for any game comes piled high with hot, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken.
Everyone knows that some things are just better left to the pros. Take motivational speaking.
I don't know.
The same goes for bowl.
Everything in the Lone Star State is big. Now your Texas State Farm agents are offering Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40%. Visit one of the 1,400 State Farm agents.
Located in the heart of Conroe, Don Peak Motor Company is your place for the real genuine hometown deal. Whether you need a car, truck, or SUV, fast and easy credit terms.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
Everyone knows that some things are just better left to the pros. Take skydiving instructors.
So I think you just jump and pull one of these cord thingies.
The same goes for bowls at Genghis Grill, which is why we now offer chef-made bowls like compound chicken for only $8.99. Skip the line and order a bowl right from your table, or take matters into your own hands and build your own. The new $8.99 featured bowls at Genghis Grill. Seize control.
Let's go ahead and give you the final scoring, and we may amend this, but here's what I have on my score sheet for Bossier Parish. Keith Muse finishing with 5. Rudy Jones had 4. Rashad Jones had 4. 7 for Kentrell Hardy. 19 for Alden Kelly Jr. 12 for Antoine Baker. 9 for Chris Freeman. 6 for Kyle Gilbert, and 5 points apiece for J.C. Banks and Chris Williams. For Lamar State, they were led by Jordan Harris with 24 points. Colton Weisbrod had 21. Mommy Diawara with 20. 18 for Freddie Williams Jr. 9 for Christian Albright. DeAndre Frank and Marco Zelich had 5 points apiece, and Chase Rutledge had 4. So we'll continue here from the Parker Center as we wait for Lance Madison to emerge from the locker room after talking to the team. Your score once again right now 103-79. Lamar State gets the victory. Lamar State improves to 10-5 on the year, 3-3 in regional play. Bossier Parish falls to 4-13 overall, 0-6 in Region 14 action. Back with more on the postgame show on PSNSports.com.
Football fans, with a Raising Cane's tailgate on the table, this meal is going into overtime. The first overall pick for any game comes piled high with hot, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers and totally dippable cane sauce. So let's hear the stats. That's 100 chicken fingers, 100% premium, and 100% delicious. With cold, refreshing jugs of lemonade and sweet tea also coming straight out of Raising Cane's. Well, let's just say that's a full roster of flavor. Raising Cane's, one love.
Veolia is the leading global provider of environmental solutions. By improving energy efficiency, better managing water and wastewater, and recovering resources from waste, we're supporting business and industry while protecting our Gulf Coast in a responsible way. And just like Port Arthur's Lamar State College, Veolia has a passion for excellence, helping more than 30,000 businesses and 550 communities with their environmental needs. Today, Veolia is resourcing the world for a better tomorrow. Learn more at veolianorthamerica.com.
Located in the heart of Conroe, Don Peak Motor Company is your place for the real, genuine hometown deal. Whether you need a car, truck, or SUV, fast and easy credit terms are available on the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. Go by and see the gang at Don Peak Motor Company, located in downtown Conroe at 128 Frazier, 2 blocks south of Highway 105, or call Mark or Barbara on their toll-free line at 936-441-2111. Don Peak Motor Company, your hometown pre-owned vehicle dealer.
Some things are just better left to the pros. That's why Genghis Grill now offers chef-crafted bowls for only $8.99. Order right from your table or take over and build your own at Genghis Grill.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable.
I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
I work full time. I have 2 children. I'm on the go constantly. So having affordable products to buy for our children is priceless.
I have a family of 4, so every penny counts.
Every minute counts when you're trying to get the kids home and ready for school the next day.
The biggest thing with this place is it's very convenient. I enjoy shopping here.
Football fans, with a Raising Cane's tailgate on the table, this meal is going into overtime. The first overall pick for any game comes piled high with hot, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers and totally dippable cane sauce. So let's hear the stats. That's 100 chicken fingers, 100% premium, and 100% delicious. And with cold, refreshing jugs of lemonade and sweet tea also coming straight out of Raising Cane's, well, let's just say that's a full roster of flavor. Raising Cane's, one love.
Everyone knows that some things are just...
As we continue to wait for Coach Lance Madison to emerge from the locker room, let's get some unofficial stats for this one. From the three-point line, Bossier Parish 12 out of 40 for 30% lead. Lamar State was 50%, 12 of 24 from the free throw line, 6 of 17 for Bossier Parish, 12 of 26 for Lamar State. Bossier Parish turned the ball over a total of 22 times in the ball game. That led to 19 Lamar State points. Lamar State turned the ball over a total of 20 times. That led to 14 Bossier Parish points. And here comes Coach Lance Madison. So we'll wait as he comes out to a power walk from the coach of the Seahawks. As we'll welcome in the head coach of the Seahawks. Go ahead and let him sit down.
Sorry about that. We had some guests tonight. We had Cub Scouts in there.
Yeah, busy night in terms of a lot of people here at the ball game, and obviously you get the victory. There's some things though you like to clean up, a lot of turnovers and a lot of missed free throws.
Yeah, it did. We got out to that big lead and got kind of relaxed and content and lost our focus. And I could tell the guys good teams play to their potential night in and night out, and not necessarily to your opponent. And I just thought we just got too relaxed and got a little careless with the basketball. And but all in all, I thought we played a good game. I thought we shared the basketball, had good team play, and we had a lot of assists. And we just got careless against their press a few times and had a lot of unforced turnovers that we shouldn't have had in the second half.
And you did really move the basketball very well, particularly that run when you took the 40-point lead. The ball was moving 2 to 3 extra passes. You were getting good shots in the lane, getting good open looks.
Yeah, I thought we did. You had a pretty good rhythm out there. A little disappointed in the free throw shooting. That's going to be our nemesis all year. We've got to clean that up. And, I guess it falls back on the head coach. I wasn't a very good free throw shooter as a player. I need to find a coach.
A little karma for your...
No, but a lot of that's just lack of focus and
mental.
Discipline. Yeah, it is. You go up there and you start thinking about the shot. And, we just got to clear our minds and have some toughness and confidence and go up there. And it's all routine. You got to stick to your routine. And once you do that, muscle memory kicks in. And, we can shoot the ball, so we should be able to shoot free throws. It's just the key is having the right people shoot them at the right time.
Right. And you talked about in the ball game about Christian Albright getting into shape, and it looked like he did. I thought he played pretty well in terms of taking care of the boards and doing some little things for you on the floor.
Oh yeah, Christian's a good player. He's just he's getting back in shape, and he has a high basketball IQ out there, and he's very skilled for his size. He's one of the best passers we've got on the team, and he knows he's really good against the zone. He knows what the gaps are at and where to swing the basketball and skip it out, and he finds an open guy, and he's versatile. He makes us a good team. Just simple fact that he's our center and he can step out and shoot the three and pull the defender out. He's a very good passer to some of our perimeter players skipping across the court. And he's going to see a lot more out of Christian. He's going to become, once he gets more confidence and gets in shape, he's going to have more production.
And maybe some of the end of the game problems maybe part of that was because of the shortened bench, having a couple of injured guys. So maybe there was some fatigue there at the end of the game.
Yeah, but I'm not. That's not an excuse. You playing and you got to have focus and you got to execute. And like I said, we got a little careless with it. And like I told the guys, this ain't mop-up time. This goes in the books. You got to come out here and you got to be ready to play, even if you're up 30 or 40, or even if you're down. You still got to come out here and compete and challenge the opponent, and not turn the ball over. And hopefully we'll learn from that and move on. We got a tough game on the road at Trinity Valley, and they're one of the hottest teams in the country right now. We just got to go in there and have some confidence and just play our game. Don't let them take us out of our game, and I think we're looking forward to the challenge.
Your 3 road games so far in conference play, you've been in very close ball games, but just not been able to make 1 or 2 plays at the end. And obviously, like Trinity Valley, you talk about they've been playing very good basketball, played a very challenging non-conference schedule. So right now, they're probably the team to be in the conference.
Yeah, they are. Arguably, they could be the number 1 team in the country. If you talk to several of the JUCO gurus that've seen a lot of teams play. We've got to go in there, and like I said, to win on the road, you got to take care of the basketball, and then you got to hit your free throws to quiet the crowd down and stop them from going in runs. They're a good team. Coach Bowman does a good job. His team's always going runs, and you got to find a way to stop them from getting too far of a lead. And we'll have to. I'll have to use my timeouts wisely, and we'll have to attack, their zone. They do a good job of changing it up a little bit, and the key is keeping them off the offensive glass and make them take tough shots. And we'll have to play fundamental basketball.
Well, congratulations on the win here this afternoon, and good luck on the road trip as you head up to Athens to take on the conference-leading Trinity Valley Cardinals.
Thank you.
That's head coach Lance Madison, and we'll come back and wrap it up here from the Parker Center on the Premier Sports Network.
Is better left to the pros. Take motivational speaking.
I don't know.
The same goes for bowls at Genghis Grill, which is why we now offer chef-made bowls like Compound Chicken for only $8.99. Skip the line and order a bowl right from your table, or take matters into your own hands and build your own. The new $8.99 featured bowls at Genghis Grill. Seize control.
Everything in the Lone Star State is big. Now your Texas State Farm agents are offering Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40%. Visit one of the 1,400 State Farm agents in Texas and let one of them tell you about auto insurance discounts. See a Good Neighbor State Farm agent today to see how switching to State Farm for Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40% can lead to Texas-size discounts for you.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is
Discounts only apply to certain coverages.
Located in the heart of Conroe, Don Peak Motor Company is your place for the real, genuine hometown deal. Whether you need a car, truck, or SUV, fast and easy credit terms are available on the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. Go by and see the gang at Don Peak Motor Company, located in downtown Conroe at 128 Frazier, 2 blocks south of Highway 105, or call Mark or Barbara on their toll-free line at 936-441-2111. Don Peak Motor Company, your hometown pre-owned vehicle dealer.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable.
I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
I work full time. I have 2 children. I'm on the go constantly. So having affordable products to buy for our children is priceless.
I have a family of 4, so every penny counts.
Every minute counts when you're trying to get the kids home and then, ready for school the next day.
The biggest thing with this place is it's very convenient. I enjoy shopping here.
And we're back here from the Parker Center. We have a final score from a non-conference game. It was Jacksonville over the Longview Elite, 128-74, and they are going down to the final possession in regulation in Brenham. The Blinn Buccaneers have overcome a 13-point deficit to tie the ball game. Kilgore has the basketball with 8 seconds left, tied at 79 with the Blinn Buccaneers. So that game could be headed to overtime, or we could see Kilgore coming away with the victory as they'll have that final possession. A reminder of our schedule here on the network over the next week. Wednesday night we'll have a JUCO doubleheader, as it will be the Lamar State Seahawks going on the road to take on the Trinity Valley Cardinals. The Lee College Running Rebels will resume conference play as they'll travel up to the Hunt Center to take on the Parish Dragons. Then on Saturday, Lamar State will have a non-conference game here on the home floor. They'll take on Southern University of Shreveport. Lee will be in conference action as they'll be hosting the Panola Ponies next Saturday at the Lee College Sports Arena. And a reminder, on Friday, we'll have our first district game of high school basketball as the Huffman-Hargrave Falcons will host the Splendora Wildcats. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off from the Falcons' Nest in Huffman. And that's going to wrap things up here live from Port Arthur, Texas. So that's going to wrap things up here again as Lamar State gets the victory. The Seahawks moving to 3-3 in conference play. For Larry Cooper, this is Con Nickel from the Parker Center, wishing everybody a safe and pleasant Saturday afternoon.
Listening to a special sports presentation of the Premier Sports Network, the new generation of sports broadcasting, and a proud part of the Premier Entertainment Group. All rights reserved.